Hello and welcome. Happy afternoon. Happy Sunday in the afternoon. How are we doing? How are you living? Welcome in, United Spurs of America. I'm Jacob. What a day yesterday was. Wow. Richarlison Kulusevski redemption arc. Jacob in the mud. My first question for everybody, am I in the mud because I was sleeping and I was doubting? I don't know. Are we getting too ahead of ourselves? I don't know. We will talk about it. We will talk about it indeed. I hope you are living blessed. Welcome to episode number 53 of the Untitled series here on United Spurs of America. Wherever you are tuning in from, hello. How you doing? Chewy's here. He's hanging on. He's hanging on. You see his head is hanging off the edge of that bed. He hanging on. He celebrated a little too hard. But how y'all doing? Already 40 people in, and we barely getting this thing rolling. I want to say big ups to every single one of y'all in the chat right now. I will get to it and say hello, but that is absolutely stupendous, tremendous, and moisturizing to say the least. So thank you for everyone. And if you're watching this on playback, I want to say a special thank you to you as well, because there are a few people who watch these shows on playback. And if you are watching on playback, hit a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts as we go through this. Some people give me their play-by-play thoughts as they kind of watch it. I think that's cool. I will always try to make a concerted effort to reply to any of those of you who are watching on playback. And just like I reply to the people who are here live, I try to not exclude those who maybe aren't available at a certain time. But how are you doing? Wow. Wow. Interesting match to say the least. Obviously, we're going to talk about it. Tottenham 2, Sheffield 1. The goalkeeper, I think he took about 45 minutes of football off that match. It was a very frustrating match off the jump. It was, for 90 minutes, extremely frustrating to watch as a Tottenham Hotspur fan. I think that Vegeta-ass hairline referee was a criminal. I do want to find a photo of him, so anyone who has me on WhatsApp, send me a photo that I want to bring him up. This Vegeta, that hair, I don't know who he was and why he acted the way he acted, but wow, just wow. I don't want to talk about the ref too much. Y'all know me. I don't like to say the ref had this or that to say in the final result of a match. I always say here on the channel, and this goes back since the beginning of the channel, when we lost on bullshit refs, I said I don't like to hinge my feelings on the game around one thing that happened per the ref, because you have arguably 88 other minutes. Let's say it take up 2 minutes. You have 88 other minutes to get the job done. And you know what? We had 12 minutes of extra time because boy was bullshitting back there. Number 18, Wesley Fotheringham. Maybe he saw that he was a ham brother and he tried to ham it up himself. I don't know. Wow. I'm still in this intro. Let me say hello to everybody before I start going off on these tangents. Without further ado, and good evening to those of you in the UK, good afternoon to those of you in the US, and good morning, happy Monday, of course, to those of you in down under, Australia. I was looking at the demographics and who's been watching in the last 28 days, and I will say, Australia, you are now number 2. You are now number 2. Third place is USA. First place is the UK. So make of that what you will, but shout out everybody. Rich gets the first place prize, and he's the first YouTube chat member here. Big up to the YouTube chat member, Rich. We never stop. No, sir. No, sir, indeed. You said that at 11:45 a.m. You were already here, ready. I like that. You had the car warmed up, ready for the drive, and you know what? That makes for a special ride, my friend. Alan Bennett, Forrest Gump settings, beep, beep, beep. Don't know what that means. Hansi G, Ange just gives us excitement. Guess what? It's just the beginning. More to come. Absolutely, Hansi G. Big up. I believe you're down under, so good morning. Wilton McDonald is in the house. I am getting my chat in before you were on air. I am on Cloud 9. The club supported is now playing the way I remember. Big up, Wilton, celebrating that win, my friend. Just a girl loves Spurs. Kate, hope you're doing well out there. Big ups to yourself right now. Pretty impressive. You're chatting, and I see you're live with Sava right now. Absolutely impressive over there on Football Heritage TV. Make sure you go subscribe to Sava. He's doing the Lord's work over there. Milton Obrega in the house. Afternoon, Jacob and everyone in the chat. Hope everyone is well. Wow, what a game. What a game indeed. Elvis G in the house. How you doing, Elvis? Evening, Jacob in the chat. The result was never in doubt. With a little silly face there because maybe you were a little worried. We're going to talk about it. But I'll tell you what, just a little taste of what we're going to talk about. So we were losing the whole match, and I'm in the kitchen, and my wife is like, "You look stressed. You look like something's real bothering you." And big up Dub Shaman. And I was like telling her, "Yeah, we're losing. You know, there's still, they just scored on us. There's still like 15 minutes to go. So hopefully we could turn this thing around." Hey, look, Chewy. Hey, you saying what's up? You saying what's up to the chat? You see him down there? Yeah, there you go. He said hello. When he flaps those ears that no longer work, that's how you know he's saying hello. But anyway, so I'm sitting there, and I said, "There's about 15 more minutes left in this match. Hopefully we could turn this thing around." And you know, about 10 minutes go by. She's like, "Is that game over yet? Did y'all lose? Is that why you're not talking?" And I was just like, "No, like, this game's very frustrating. This game's really pissing me off." And then all of a sudden, when we scored that one and we equalized, I went crazy. I scared her, scared the dog, scared the boy. Everyone was upset with me. But then I really felt like in that moment, I was like, "Nah, we're going for the win." There's still like, I felt, what was it, like 7 minutes left in extra time? Let's see. No, because Richarlison scored at the 98th minute, so there was 4 minutes left of stoppage time, and we went and scored 2 minutes later. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Love the added time. I'm so grateful for the added time personally, because if they didn't add that time, that would have been a criminal offense. But let me keep saying what's up to the chat before I keep going and digressing myself. Dub Shaman in the house. Adrian Lawrence is in the house. Adrian Schroka. We got the Adrian. Oh, wait. I was thinking about this the other day. I want to start saying Adrian in my Rocky Balboa voice. So, Adrian. There you go. There you go, Adrian. I want to say Adrian to Adrian Schroka and Adrian Lawrence, both in the house. Adrian Lawrence says, "Greeting from the Shire, Jacob the Grey. Do us all a favor and cast a spell on the Arsenal." Hopefully, Gabriel Chartinelli is out. I was watching that match, very unimpressed with Arsenal. Chartinelli went down. It looked like Trossard. He's quite the player. He might need to be bottled up, but at the same time, yo, I'm just feeling too good. Honestly, I'm feeling way too damn good about Tottenham Hotspur right now to even think that we're not going to go to the Emirates and get some kind of result. I've gone on every big ass platform I can find. I went on the Football Terrace. I went on Henry Wright TV. I went, where else did I talk my shit? I've gone on a bunch of bigger channels, and anyone out there listening who want me to come out there and put my face on the line saying that we are not going to lose at the Emirates. That is the key word there. We're not going to lose. Now, I know Terry did say on his show today that I said we would win. However, I do feel we will win. A draw is more likely, but we're not going to lose. And that much I'm very much confident about. So I can give all the reasons. If anyone needs reasons, I can give you reasons. There obviously will be preview shows coming up. Hopefully I'll try and collab with some Arsenal folk and get them on the channel this week, see what we could do about that. But greetings, everyone. Ignore my gray hair. I did notice this one, or wait, it was this one at the beginning of a show. It severely threw me off, but you know what? I've accepted it. There's a few more gray hairs. I just have to live with it. Hopefully, whenever I donate my hair again, that they don't have a problem. Like, ooh, there's some gray hairs, you old bastard. Adrian Schroka, I already said hello. Non-alcoholic beer talk. We got Vicario 13. Come on, you Spurs. Ice cream raid. Did you just get ice cream and you coming on over? What does that mean? Ice cream raid. James says Tottenham is back and Kulu and Richie are world-class ballers. I don't know about world-class ballers, but that was a world-class ending to a match. I believe it did set the record for the latest comeback in Premier League history. That may or may not be true, but I swear I thought I read that on the Premier League official website. So someone fact-check me on that. Big up. Spurs GCTV says, "Evening, Jacob. Impossible to give a man of the match. Richarlison and Kulu were obvious shouts because they scored. Others put in a great shift over the rest of the game. So my man of the match goes to them all." Big up, Spurs GCTV. I, however, will be forced to choose a man of the match. I will be forced to choose a BDE of the match. So get yours in. Get them in now. Well, actually, you got the whole show to get them in, so no hurry. Big up Patty Hartnett. Drula's in the house. Good evening, Drula. Jemmy Get with the ice cream. Okay, so ooh, ice cream so good. Is that what I'm supposed to do when y'all come in here with the ice cream? Am I supposed to be the NPC? Is that what I'm supposed to do right now? Jesus. You're wearing a damn mud mask, brother. Oh, I'm in the mud. Oh, you're just kidding, though. But I'm in the mud. Warren from Williamsburg checking in to celebrate 13-15. I'd have taken that. 13 out of 15? 13 out of 15 points so far to start. Okay, Warren B. First of all, big up Warren B. Shout out to Williamsburg. Big up Warren in Williamsburg. First and foremost. Ice cream so good. Am I supposed to do that? Derek Smith. No mud in Texas, Jacob. When it rains, there can be a little slosh, so to speak, but big up. Archibald is in the house. Big up, Archibald. Come on, you Spurs. I hope, Jacob, you're drinking from the cup of the Father. Hang on. Oh, okay. You want to see? Do you want to know what I'm drinking out of? Come on now. I'm always drinking out of Papa Postecoglou mugs. I got number one dad. I got Papa Bear. What else you want to see? If I could laser print me and Ange hugging, then I would do that as well. I'm really jealous of the people on Twitter that I see. They have video or photos seeing Ange in the streets in London. Honestly, damn, so jealous. Like, imagine just getting a sidearm hug, even just a sidearm hug. That's half a hug technically, like 0.5 hug, from the one and only Ange Postecoglou. Pretty sweet. There you go, Archibald. You already know what I'm drinking out of. Papa Postecoglou mug. Dub Shaman, I think you're a bit mudded on Richie. The lesson is trust in Ange. He knows what the fuck he is doing. Good point. You are right, because with Kulusevski, I did always say I left the door open for him to continue to try and impress me. And again, he has steadily gotten better in every match. I've said that. And then you could argue yesterday was his best performance of the season. Now, was he great over the entire 90? No. But he came alive when we needed him to. And he was as clinical as you can be. You know, he scored the goal when he got the chance, the game winner, absolute scenes. I love the photo that I used in the thumbnail of Richarlison and Kulusevski, the Muddy Brothers, as I will call them on this show, because they're here to mud me. And good. Long may I live in the mud. It's good for your skin. And apparently I'm getting fucking old because look at all these gray hairs. You see him? This one's like straggly too. I should just pluck that thing. Anyway, Woods, I'm not going to be distracted by my gray hair. Big up Woodsy TV in the house. Everybody. Everyone do the pigeon dance for sure. Name is Peter Banks for the reference. Big up Peter Banks 13. VV3T. There you go. My man said Vegeta ass hairline. Hey, I'm just being honest. Look at the man. I'm trying to find a photo of him. I really am, because this is the only thing I have pulled up right now, which is the fact that this is Tottenham's best league start since 1965. My mother wasn't even born yet. Or wait, was she? She might have been a couple years old. I may be forgetting what year she was born. But she was born in the 60s. I know that much. Now I'm getting a Wi-Fi signal hit. What's going on here? I don't know what's going on here. Sorry, y'all, if I'm lagging. But there you go. Tottenham's win. Yeah, I'm trying to find someone, please, who has me on WhatsApp, please send me a photo of that ref. I want to put him on blast. Staffy TV. Big up Staffy. Shout out my brother out there, my American brethren on the East Coast, holding it down for United. While United stocks are going down, Staffy stocks are going up. So buy while you can. He says R9 stocks going up. Hey, you need a striker? You need a striker? I got you. I'm just playing. I don't know. Maybe I'll sell him. Are people changing their tune on Richarlison? Because I kind of feel like nice. But I don't know that necessarily means that he's going to start over Heung-min Son. I still think Heung-min Son is a better number 9, but maybe this means Richarlison does have a purpose here. When we play stubborn, low-block teams that are going to allow us to bring the pressure and we're having trouble breaking them down, we need a Richarlison to get in there and start chipping away with his pigeon nose, start tat, hitting that brick till it chip. You know what I'm saying? Come on, talk to me nicely. Scott M says, man of the match for me is the ref for a ridiculous amount of time he added on to allow Spurs to fluke the game out. The amount of time he added on was because the motherfucking goalkeeper was out there having breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And excuse me, sir, I ain't paying you to eat on the clock. I'm paying you. I was just trying to bring it back to the office. But either way, Scott, I'm not going to be upset with the ref for that. I'm upset with the ref for what transpired in that 90 minutes and a lot of the buffoonery that transpired as well. Obviously, James Maddison got kicked in the Achilles. Shout out Aaron Rodgers. But them things, they will snap. If you chop away at an Achilles enough, that thing will snap. So I think it was absolutely criminal, especially when you look at what happened week 1 versus Brentford with Heung-min Son's trailing foot skimming the top of an opponent's foot in the box. I said at the time, keep that same fucking energy when it comes to what happens in the box. And what happens? They come, there's a clear as day angle, fucking gets kicked right in the Achilles. James Maddison, arguably our MVP right now, gets kicked right in the Achilles and he goes to ground. What's wrong there? Why is that not a penalty? You're supposed to keep that same energy, weak as hell, with a trailing foot skimming. I mean, come on. What are we doing? Absolutely absurd. This Wi-Fi signal, man, I'll tell you what, that thing is distracting as hell. Big ups. We just hit 49 likes. Surely, but don't call me Shirley, we could hit 50 on the Quixies real quick. Let's see how many votes we have. 47 votes, 49 likes. More likes than votes. That's happening a lot lately. What's going on here? We got more lovers than haters on the channel. Surely, but don't call me Shirley. That's not true. 62% on who was your man of the match or BDE of the match. Richie and Kulusevsky was 62%. 15% for Richarlison and Basuma. 13% says other. Okay, good. I like that. I like that y'all are hitting other, and then I'm seeing people saying in the comments, what place is Pakistan, Jacob? What do you mean, what place is Pakistan? Oh, on my geographic. Let me see. I don't know. I didn't see it whenever I looked. I was looking at the analytics, audience, and it says, here, let's go. See more. Turkey, apparently. I got some people in Turkey. Let's see. Pakistan. I don't see Pakistan on here. I see. Nope. So number 1 is the UK. Number 2 is Australia. The number 3 is United States. And South Korea is number 4. Turkey, Ireland, Canada, South Africa, Nigeria, India, Germany, Singapore, France, Malaysia, Kenya, Sierra Leone. Oh my goodness, Hong Kong, Jamaica, Ghana, Croatia, Japan, and Thailand. Wow. I didn't realize it was like that. We international. Damn. Wow, that's actually like really wow. Wow, Dub Shaman. I don't know where you're tuning in from, but wherever y'all tuning in from, shout out every single one of you. I just shouted out y'all's countries, at least the ones that YouTube is telling me, and that's actually mind-boggling and absolute. That just shows you the power of Tottenham Hotspur. So come on, get in. Come on, hit that like one time for the international, for Mr. Worldwide. Hey, should I shave my head and go bald like Pitbull? Is that what we're talking about here? Come on, talk to me nicely, Mr. Worldwide. That'd be cool. I guess I would be fine being bald if they called me Mr. Worldwide. Chris Peters, evening chat, and Jacob. Big up, Chris Peters. Secured from Cursor. Big up, Jacob. Big up, Cursor. Hope you're keeping well to go out there. We got to get those numbers up. USA. Yeah, come on. USA, y'all in 3rd place right now. And I am one of the viewers because I click on my own shit, so I'm sure they count me as one of the viewers. Tottenham are investigating racial threatening messages sent to Fotheringham for Spurs play. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. That was one of the things, Drula, that I did bookmark, so that's a good point. Let's bring it up off the top real quick. Let's get the not fun stuff out of the way. So obviously I saw this today from Sheffield United. It says, Sheffield United condemned the racist and abusive threatening messages that have been sent to West Fotheringham after yesterday's game against Spurs. The club will now work with the relevant bodies to investigate and support West. There is no room for racism in our game. I did comment on this. Of course, my comments not going to show. No one likes my comments on Twitter. No one likes me on Twitter. But what I do want to say, this is absolutely disgusting. There's no need for that. While I'm annoyed, appalled, and bitter towards the way the man acted on the pitch, I always say, on this channel at least, all opinions are welcome unless it's racist or sexist, because to me those are two things that really have no reason to be in the sport, much like xenophobia. Like when I see it as unnecessary is when people, it's just unnecessary. Bottom line, absolutely disgusting. So if you're one of those people who message him some racist shit, I hope your name gets read out. I hope they shame you. And I hope us as Tottenham fans who are civil and dignified, loving and human. I hope that we can separate ourselves from this, because that's not me. That's not me. That's not how I run. That's not how I operate. And I would hope that the folks I run with in regards to who support Tottenham Hotspur are the same. Now, I know anyone that I've ever supported on this platform, anyone I've ever supported on any platform, Twitter, Instagram, anything, have never been racist, sexist, homophobic, any type of shit like that. So, absolutely disgusting. I hope you get called out. I hope you get found out. And I hope that they bring it to light, you know? There's a lot of shit that happens behind a keyboard. Some people are nasty. Anyway, moving along. Steady as shark. I've never given up on Richie. I'm trying to keep the vibes immaculate. That's not immaculate. The racist shit, that ain't immaculate. So keep the vibes immaculate. Shame on you, whoever did that. James, I told you Kulu's world class baller. World class, we're getting. I love throwing around the word world class. Let's just say he's a Swedish goat right now, because he scored and Isaac didn't. So I'll say he's the Swedish goat. How about that? I mean, obviously Zlatan's not in the game, or else he would be the Swedish goat. But you know what I'm saying. Dropping link in Sava chat for you, Jacob. I will get them over here. BRB. Oh, big up Bobby K. Big up Sava. Sava did mention he was going to send a redirect on over as soon as they wrap up over there, which is much appreciated. But shout out to the 80 of y'all already here before the show has redirected. I want to say special shout out to y'all, because y'all talking to me nicely. The time added on was a game changer. I thought you were talking about time added on the channel with Alan Clark. Shout out Alan. Love his channel. His channel's a game changer. But yes, time added on was absolutely. Big up Chris Peters, YouTube chat member. I don't know if I said hello, what's up. Kyle L. Agent, I don't think I've addressed your name. Big up. Best part about the time added on, bar the subs, every other minute of that was self-inflicted on their part, going down for cramps, etc. I mean, look how many of them were falling over, and I don't even think it was a time-wasting thing. I think Ange Ball just broke them down. They're not fit. They can't run the way that we run. They can't fight the fight that we're trying to bring to them. Bottom line, let's have it right. Nita, big up Nita. I need $1. Says, I did make no one bust my bubble today. Tottenham till I die. Big up, Nita. I hope you're keeping well, and good evening out there. Longtime supporter of Tottenham Hotspur. Hope you're talking to everybody nicely today, and hope people are talking to you nicely today. Tottenham till I die for sure. My wife did say something like, why are you always talking about Tottenham? And I was like, you just don't get it. But I love you regardless. Derek Smith, we will win if we score more goals than them. That is a big if, but yes, indeed. Kulu hat-trick on Sunday. Come on, you Spurs. Alan talking to Kulu very nicely. Big up, Bill. Hope you're keeping well, Bill. Bill Nye, the science guy. The time-wasting bit. Sheffield in the ass, says Chris Peters. Hey, that's instant karma. How can we not be happy about that? It is a record beating the previous latest Spurs versus Leicester, where Stevie B scored twice in extra time. I do remember that. That was absolutely scenes. Shout out Steven Bergvine. Nita said, I didn't make no one bust my bubble today. Good, Nita. Johnson and Perisic on was a calculated move. Richie was a punt and not many options. The thing is here, I have it in the title, ANGE POSTECOGLOU Masterclass. 100% was a masterclass. No way around it. Everyone, it's interesting. I think Ainge knew that there would be some extra time. I think he knew there would be significant amounts of extra time, personally. He's a smart man. You got to have some kind of understanding. I think we did get a yellow card as well. One of the assistants, because they were yelling at the ref. You got to imagine that was one of the things talked about was you better be adding this time, because he has been wasting the crowd's whistling. Everyone's upset. So I'm looking here, 80th minute. Some people said I wanted to see it in the 60th, 70th. To me, I don't know. I feel like Ainge knows when to make that call. And you know what? Heung-min Son, I love Heung-min Son. I thought for the little bits that he was involved, he was great, but just not involved enough. It's one of those things where maybe during the low block, we need more of a Richarlison number 9 than a Heung-min Son number 9. Now, when we play Arsenal, it better be Heung-min Son starting. Not just because Richarlison scored the header, but it's got to be, in my opinion. Big shout out. I just saw a raid from Football Heritage. Big shout out to the Football Heritage, sending the love on over. And welcome to those of you who did come on over from the raid. Big ups. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, that ref, I really need a picture of him. So I'm trying to not get too far away from the subject that I'm trying to talk about. Hopefully someone listening has my WhatsApp and they can send me a photo of that damn referee, because his hairline is atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. He was atrocious on that. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. I do want to make sure I say hello to every single person. Pedro Mendez, what's BDE? I'll tell you what BDE is. It's that big dick energy. Who brought that thing? Who was swinging that thing left to right during the whole match? For me, I don't want to spoil any predictions here coming in at the late time, but for me, it's got to be Yves Bissouma. Honestly, that man was absolutely immense. The entire match, dancing, weaving through players. He could have had a goal of the day on himself. I really want to see him get his first goal, personally, for Tottenham Hotspur. I really want to see that. But we got Pedro Mendez. That's the new name in the chat. Warren B. Okay, so you bump into Ainge in the streets of London. You have seconds to ask him one question. What do you ask him? Warren, my question for Ainge, if I bump into him on the street, is, sir, can I have a hug? Can I have a hug and a photo, please? I don't know what else to ask him. What's it like to be the father of us all? If I had a second chance to get another question before he left, I would say, first, can I have a photo with you? And second, how does it feel to be the father of us all? Real quick, while there is over 180 of y'all in the house, I want to say big ups to Sava and Football Heritage TV for sending y'all over. And if Sava sent you here, then obviously he trusts me with your ears. So I just want to say big ups to y'all tuning in. Hopefully y'all can hit that like and subscribe. I did also look at the numbers, and apparently about 50% of the people who watch the show, excuse me, 41% of the people who watch the show are not even subscribed. Did you know that? I didn't, and I saw that yesterday, and I was like, well, damn. How many people listening but ain't subscribing? But that's cool. I always say, you know, you're the master of your fate in your own universe. You can do as you like. You don't have to hit the like. You don't have to hit the subscribe. Obviously, 41% of you don't subscribe, and that's totally cool. I'm all cool with you living your life the way you so choose. I would kindly ask that you hit the like. It does help the channel. I would kindly ask that you hit the subscribe. It does help the channel grow. It also helps me collab with bigger channels, because then they say, oh, look at this man. He's all right. I can go on his channel and it might be good for me too. And it just helps everybody out. Big up Joe Hong in the house. Big up John Dean. Colin with Talking Ball. Big up. How you doing? I already said hello to Chris Peters. I want to make sure, say hello to everybody. Hasper TV's in the house. Faz Radfar in the house. Big up, excellent and respectful channel question. What is the possibility of by battering Arsenal? I have this feeling. I've been saying it every bit. You can check the receipts. Look back. Check the receipts on the Football Terrace yesterday. I went on there and said we'd do it. Check the receipts on Henry Wright TV. I went on there the other day and said we'll do it. Just wait. Y'all just wait. Big up Cal L Agent. Big up Bobby K for helping over with that raid as well. Big up Jim, with just a guy who loves Spurs, YouTube chat member. Big up. This is another thing I wanted to talk about, Drula. What the hell was this? Okay, so there's a few points I wanted to talk about here. So Drula says, who was throwing the ball back onto the pitch? I thought it was the fans, but someone said it was the ball boy. So that ball boy must be a closeted Arsenal fan or something. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Here we go. A couple of y'all just sent me the photo on WhatsApp. I'm downloading it right now. This ugly bastard. Oh, wait. Patty sent me a different photo. I don't know what it is. It's downloading right now. Here we go. Here we go. I got the photo. Thank you. Thank you, Derek Smith. Thank you. I'm about to download this thing. I'm about to upload it. And we're going to look at this man's hairline for a second, because honestly, it needs to happen. Titling the picture, Hairline Man. There you go. Let me go ahead and upload that. But while I do that, Drula, why were they throwing it back on the pitch? First of all, the first time we got the drop ball, we took it on the corner. They threw the ball in after we took the corner. Then we get the drop ball. Cool. I mean, that's fine. It's kind of silly and dumb, like why it happened. But then it happens again, a second time. But what's the end result? Something different than the first one. That tells me major inconsistencies, first off. Major inconsistencies. Why are we not... Oh, that's cool. El Paso Spurs. Hey, that's really cool. Thank you for that, Patty Hartnett. Send me a photo of the official of El Paso Spurs being shown in the stadium. That's pretty cool there. Thank you for that. So here we go. There you go. Look at that guy. Oh, I want to zoom in on his... I want to zoom in on his hair. I want to zoom in on that hair. Just look at it, though. Anyone who watched Dragon Ball Z knows what I'm talking about when I say Vegeta-ass hairline. This ugly... okay. Atrocious, man. Did a bad job anyway. But big up Drew Law. Don't want to harp too much. Vegeta is the GOAT. I did enjoy him whenever he became a good guy, but he wasn't a good guy for a long time. Google Peter Banks. That's his name. Peter Banks. Majin Buu. Shout out Majin Buu. Big up Daniel Sandoval. Big up Tot Spurs. Harry Puss in the house. Is what up from H-Town. Loved Richie's redemption, but Biz was the man yet again. I like that. Big up Archibald. Who have you seen take off a center back and your left back is in their final third to win the ball for the winner? One at the back. That's because we got Christian Romero, the GOAT. Absolutely. Woodsy TV in the house. Did anyone catch the video of Sheffield fan falling out of the stands onto the flags? Then they scored. Hope the fellow... was it the Sheffield fan? Or I thought it was a Tottenham fan. I don't remember, but I did see someone falling over in someone's clip. Hope they're all right. Bobby the Greek says, big up Jake and the rest of my Spurs fam. Fantastic win for the club and Ange I trust. Big up Bobby the Greek. How are you doing? Real quick... Or Jamie Giss says, what's it like to be the father of us all? Sounds better than will you be my dad? Yeah, you know, that might be strange from a stranger on the streets. Obviously, he's not a stranger to me, my heart, my mind, my dreams. But to him, I am. I'm just a large man approaching him, asking him why he's my father. But what I do want to say is I would definitely phrase it in a way that comes off endearing, loving, and slightly comical, because I want him to feel comfortable coming in for the hug. Whether it's one arm or two arms, I'll take either. You know what I'm saying? Water to quench the thirst, indeed. Rich, YouTube chat member in the house. I do want to say, anyone new to the channel, sorry if you always tune in and you hear me say this all the time, but I do say that if you want to get a super chat, if you do it this way, I'll star it and I'll bring it up at a later point in the show. So just do it like this with a capital Q or a Q dash something. Tell me question, and then I'll know. That way I'll know that you have a question, and so I will. I'm not going to start this. I'm just going to talk about it real quick. But you could do this, and that way if the chat's flying and it's going crazy and I'm just kind of running through it, that way you can still feel like you don't have to super chat or nothing and you still get your question read. If you have like a specific question or anything. Ellie's in the house. I would say you Greek. I'm Greek. Let's go eat. Hey, that's a good thing to say to ANGE POSTECOGLOU too. Big up C Cube. Jacob, what do we need to do to have Michael and Casey come back to us? He's got some personal stuff going on. So Michael will be back as soon as he gets all that, as soon as he's good to go. We were talking a little bit today. He's doing his thing, so he's got some stuff he's handling. So he'll be back. He'll definitely be back. Big up Patty Hartnett. Thank you for the photo. Chris Peters, it's been a while since I've seen Dragon Ball. I'm currently into Demon Slayer. The wife wants me to get into Naruto and One Piece. My anime fans have definitely enjoyed One Piece and Naruto and Demon Slayer. I kind of stopped there at the Dragon Ball Z. I'm trying to get into Dragon Ball Kai, but like it's just not as nostalgic. Big up Kate. This is big up Jacob the Silver Fox. Oh no, don't do that. There's a question. I'm gonna star that one. There it is. It is starred. Here we go. Jacob, did he get public implants in his head? Did he get hair implants? I think he did. He ugly as hell. Look at him. Look at this guy. If he has hair plants, if he got hair plants to look like that, that's even more sad. I'm sorry. Just embrace the bald, my man. I mean, if I go bald, I'm just gonna embrace it personally. Big up Tyler. How you doing, Jacob? Good evening, brother. Hello, Tyler, my fellow American brother. Got Weston McKinney in the photo. You changed it from Balogun. Nice to see. Yeah, I did see that. I did see the guy falling. Zapur, YouTube chat member, says, Ugodi was my man of the match. Perfect all game long. Decoy on the first goal and turned the ball over for the game winner. Yeah, very good shout there. That's why I gave the option other. There's too many. We're running into this problem, y'all, as Spurs fans, where it's hard to pick man of the match, BDE of the match, because there's so many candidates. Last year it was so we didn't even do the BDE of the match because no one had it. There was no man of the matches because there wasn't any really great matches, so to speak of. So, you know, long may it continue. We have trouble figuring out who the hell to elect. But big up Elvis G with the first super chat of the evening. Says, just say no to kangaroo meat. Big up Elvis G. How are you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for the super chat, and of course I support the message as well. Just say no. Love a kangaroo, don't eat one. That's what I always say. And whether you agree or disagree, there are plenty of y'all out there who do eat the kangaroo, and that's fine. That's fine. You live the life you want to live. It's just like when I tell you hit the like and subscribe. You can. You cannot. It's your life. I'm not telling you how to live it. But what I would say, if you're asking my advice, just say no to the kangaroo meat. Personally, just say no. Let's see. Zapur says, by the way, are you and I in the mud with Kulu and Richie? I asked that off the top of the show. There's a few more people here now, so tell me right now, am I in the mud for my take of Kulu and Richie? Someone said no, so I hope that's true. But either way, it's okay to be down in the mud. I love Poro. Ain't it the shutdown? Poro with a smoochy smooch. Very nice, Nita. Pedro Poro was he was all right. I think he went off hurt, got a little bit of a cramp, but he was all right yesterday. He was absolutely good. Let's see. Bobby the Greek. Big Ange has Greek blood. You know damn well it's going to be a two-armed hug. Oh, come on. Bobby, don't get me going. Don't get me going. H-Talks Chelsea in the club says, big up Jacob. I'm done with my club. Big up H-Talks. Chelsea's in the mud right now. And you know what? He's magic, you know, is what I want to say about that. Ellie, Jacob, my man, when Johnson scored, I went absolutely crazy. Then Vard ruled it offside. Yeah, unfortunately, it was offside per the rules. If you saw Arsenal's goal that got ruled offside, I mean, they're calling it even. It's the same thing. It sucks. He was going to have a goal on his debut. It was absolutely, it's very fun to see personally. But, you know, I'm curious where y'all at in the chat with this real quick. Brennan Johnson, if he came on and he scored on his debut, that reminds me of Steven Bergwijn. And he's not the only one who came on and scored on their debut. I think Eric Dyer did too. A few others. Now, I have a weird superstition about the fact that if you score on your debut, then I feel like the expectation becomes anytime we see you come off the bench, now you got to score. And maybe that would have been holding Brennan Johnson to a higher standard than he should have been held to, or he should be held to. So it might actually be a blessing in disguise that we still won the game and he didn't even get the goal, because I absolutely liked what he brought to the game when he came on. I mean, let's look at his numbers together. Let me share this tab with y'all. Let's go ahead and look at some of Brennan Johnson's numbers real quick. On his debut, 10 minutes, 10 touches, 6 out of 6 accurate passes, 1 key pass, 1 accurate cross, 1 out of 4 ground duels, 1 possession loss, 2 fouls. He was fouled once, and he was offsides once on the goal, and dribbled past 1 time. What I will say is, from what I saw of him outside of his stats, was a desire to get forward and an ability to retain the ball, much like how Solomon, they were picking it away from him, but he stuck with it and he didn't give up, thinking that at any point this 50-50 ball, now after they poked it through, now it becomes a 50-50 ball, in my opinion. And the desire to win those, like Solomon did, like Brennan Johnson did, I think it only bodes well in a sign of it. But again, 10 minutes of the kid, we didn't get a long look at him, but I'll tell you what, we got to see what he is about. Obviously that goal off by the size of a cricket's dick, honestly. But you know what? That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Sorry, Ellie. I know those of you rocking out the stadium yesterday probably didn't like it either. I didn't personally like it. Unfortunately, it was true, though. It was absolutely true. I want to say big up. We got 150 of y'all in the house, 83 votes in the poll. Come on, let me know who you got to man of the match. I'm never going to ask you in the poll, have you liked the video? Because you could do that or not. But Ronnie says Giants 20-0 down at halftime. sounds like they're gonna have another shit fest, much like they did week 1. Save the ruse, absolutely. The more I see, I like Solomon's game, says J. Co. Solomon, there were times I was like, I'm about to get so frustrated with him, and then I did get frustrated with him, and then there were times where I was like, bro, pass that ball. Do y'all remember what I'm talking about when Solomon... Here, I'm going to pull his thing up too. Do y'all remember what I'm talking about? When Solomon had that, it was like a touch, and he was taking it across the top of the box, and it was like all of a sudden Son was in his way. I know he was waiting for his lane to shoot, but my man, when I watched that replay back, I said to myself, if you just, I think it was like, I can't even remember the 4th or 5th touch he took. I was like, pass it on that touch to Son, and he's at the top of the box with all the room to get a shot off first touch. Pretty disappointed in that moment. He looked, his head was down and one track mind in that moment. But again, overall, I did like some things I saw from him. Like I said earlier, the thing that I was mentioning about Brennan Johnson, which was when the defender or the midfielder would kind of poke that ball loose from him, he still showed that he was going to stick with the play. And most of the time they stuck with the ball, and they kept and retained possession in the opponent's half. So I like that part. But that Maynard Solomon part, personally, I think he really could have just laid the ball off. I think he could have laid the ball off a little bit. I know he had Son, and maybe it was Kulusevski. There was 2 people over there at the box that he all of a sudden became like kind of congested with. Big up Bobby the Greek says, the whole team produces when picking the man of the match is difficult. Embrace this. Absolutely, I'm embracing it. Oh, the chat just refreshed and it went crazy. Let me see here. Let me make sure. Big up H Talks. I hope you're okay, man. That was a boring ass game. Sterling is ass. I just want to say that. Raheem Sterling is absolutely booty cheeks. That Udogi looks unreal. Has the potential to go right to the top, says H Talks. H, what I will say is that Udogi, to me, I loved everything I saw from him at Udinese last season. Admittedly, I didn't know who he was until we signed him and loaned him back. But I watched him last season. I watched the Serie A specifically to watch this kid. He showed us a lot going forward, but in the little bit amount of time that he's been here, he's shown that he's the real deal defensively as well as going forward. Absolutely critical, like Zapur said earlier, to us getting that second goal. And I think Perisic was involved in both of them too. The left side there is actually coming together nicely with Mickey Van de Veen, Destiny Udogi, and then if Maynard Solomon and Perisic can squeeze out something out of this lemon, I think we'll be all right. What do y'all think? Maybe I'm talking out my ass here. Woodsy TV says, big up to Agent Pochettino, by the way, Chelsea in the mud. He's doing us all a solid. I hope he's doing it on purpose, personally. But, I mean, he didn't make Jackson shoot it into the second-story rafters when he had a chance in on goal there. He didn't do that. Let's see. David Calvino says, I bet Ainge celebrates with a delicious kangaroo burger. No. I just realized what you said, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Because personally, that's just not nice. There was something I wanted to show. Let's see. I'll share this tab. Look at this. Talking about Ainge celebrating. Look at that man. Get in. Boom. Tackled your ass. I think Alejo Veliz is back here too, going absolutely crazy. Look at him. Look at him. Yeah, he's like right here. Watch it when it replays. Right there. He's absolutely loving it. That kid's going to come into like a masterful scene. Absolutely beautiful. Let's keep it rolling along here. More scenes. I just bookmarked some scenes. Absolute scenes. Look at this. I think, yeah, Vicario all the way on the opposite side of the pitch. Sonny off the bench. Everyone going crazy. I think that might have that he should have gotten a yellow for that technically. And this is also something I wanted to talk about real quick. Let me try and catch up on the comments real quick before I do read this quote. But I'm sure all y'all seen it yesterday. I was on Three Spurs Boys doing the Kuvan the Kang show for a little bit. And shout out Three Spurs Boys. Any mods in the chat, put that channel in there, please. Go subscribe. Help them get to 1K. But what I do want to say is this quote came out, and I was having a hard time holding back the wetness. I had to play the part of the Hoover Dam yesterday and hold back just how I felt about this. But this Ange Postecoglou quote, y'all, honestly, when I say he's the dad of us all, this is what I mean. This is why I say that. Offside assist and goal, says the poor. I don't know what you're talking about there. I forgot. Man, Yuchovsky and Jacob in the mud. Man U, Chelsea, and Jacob all in the mud. So Jacob is in the mud. I am in the mud, y'all. Apparently I am in the mud. 93 likes, 88 votes. We're very close on ratio there. 150 of y'all in the house. Can we get to 100 likes? I like 100 likes, personally. You don't have to. You can hit a dislike if you don't like me trying to plug the likes. But all YouTube creators will ask you for the likes because it helps us fight that algorithm. Brennan Johnson's going to be fun to watch in this system, says Beer Talk. Joe Hong, not in the mud, Jacob, but I believe Ainge thinks Richie and Kulu serve very specific roles on this team like yesterday. Just give them some more time, man, and they will come through more often, says Joe Hong. Look at that cute-ass dog. I hope so. I hope so, Joe Hong. Any more gray hairs, Jacob? Nope, not doing that. We're not doing that today. Not doing the gray hair thing today. I know I have a couple. Let's just move on. I don't want to get the, what is that, touch of gray where they touch it up? No, because then everyone will know because I had the gray hairs. I lost my cool live on air about it. So no. Stop distracting me about the gray hairs. I hate them. They're making me so mad. And I stress about them, and they're only going to get grayer because of it. Brennan Johnson looks like he's going to fit right in. Absolutely rapid. Harry Puss says, Zapur, don't think Solomon's football IQ is all that high. Bro, just look up. That's all I wanted him to do. Bro, Solomon, just look up. You would have seen Son and someone there. You could have played it through to this one or straight to Son. And it was just like, bro, stop. Just stop. But he just wanted to shoot. His head was down. He wanted to shoot. And he got his shot off. And I hope he's happy. But we still won. So, end of the day, I'm not too fussed about anybody. I'm just trying to tell you what I thought about things during the match that I was like, you could have done this differently. Things would have been a little bit better. Big up Ravi in the house. Cal L. Agent Johnson looked threatening when he came on. To be fair, goal aside, like if he comes on against tired legs, hopefully he'll be causing defenders countless issues. I hope so too. Big up Joe Hong. Got a question in there. I will take this one and star that for later. If you do want to super chat, I'll get to it right away. But again, free 99. No need to super chat. Just hit it with a Q and I'll get to it in due time. So just like you see there, or you can say question, hit it with a Q like that. I'll star it just like I do, just like the super chats get starred. But obviously a super chat will bring up immediately, but just a little free way there to get your question in, or at least make sure that your question gets asked or asked. Either way, you know what I'm talking about. Johnson's pacey. Really liked his debut, says Chris Peters. Jacob, did you see anything new from Spurs when they approached the game? Well, yeah, I mean, I saw how we handled a low block team, and it wasn't the greatest. We didn't do the greatest handling a low block team. But you know what? We got the win, so can't be too upset. Seeing Richie play better in one game with his normal hair than the last 12 months with white hair. Keep that haircut, Richie. If it is the haircut that's holding him down, come on now. Chelsea, you're shite, says Kate. There you go, H Talks, if you're still here. People loving on you in the chat. Rich says, we're still a work in progress. Decision-making in the final third needs to improve, and I think it will. Ainge knows what he's doing. I agree, Rich. And we saw this in a few times in the preseason and in other matches in the Premier League where teams in the second half were more reluctant to keep coming at us, so they sat back much like Sheffield did most of that match. And so when we were in those moments, I'm thinking Premier League specific now, where teams in the second half decided to, sorry, I lost my train of thought because Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs had a comment in there. I thought it had something to do with gray hair. So again, the gray hair coming back to haunt me live on air. I don't like it. No more gray hair. I'm gonna get Nightbot in this bitch and get anyone who says gray hair. I'm gonna have Nightbot say something to you because that's super distracting. But I was saying in the second half of other Premier League matches, teams would have a reluctancy to keep coming at us because obviously their legs can't handle that over 90 minutes, and no, LOL at them. But what I do want to say is there were times where we were just passing it all over the place, and I thought we needed to be more lethal. You know, I looked at Richarlison like maybe you need to be creating more space or being that guy in the box moving around that provides a passing option. But again, I thought Richarlison did great for the most part when he came on against a low block team. Is he the kind of striker we need for these low block teams? That's kind of my general question today. I don't think he should start versus Arsenal. I wouldn't start him versus Liverpool, but maybe Luton Town will be the next time I'm looking at starting Richarlison if he continues to, show that he's on the right path. Because, again, I don't want to put all this pressure on him as well. He did come out with the mental health stuff, so I want it to be, let's ease him in. I don't think he's necessarily the kind of guy who, if you throw him into the pool, he's going to be the best swimmer. You got to kind of let him dip his toes in. Some kids do better that way. You let them get their toes in the water, then they're like, oh, okay, this is all right, and then they splash around a little bit. I think he's in that phase where he's got his toes now back in the water. He's splashing around a little bit, realizing how fun this can be, and good. I hope so. But yes, Rich, we are still a work in progress, absolutely. Let me star that from Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs. Let's see here. Players passing to teammates in space quickly is something the squad needs to work on. That's why Ainge says they have a lot more to do. Absolutely. We are not a finished product. We are not firing on all cylinders. But look at all the other clubs who are not firing on all cylinders too. Man City, they were able to come from behind and win yesterday. It was City, it was us, and Liverpool. Those three teams were able to yesterday, going down a goal, come back and win. Now, we did it later than all of them. Say of that what you will. But what that tells me is that now we are definitely in that conversation with these echelon of players. As long as we have this core group of 11 plus the couple on the outside, I think we're really building something nice. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I was watching Football Heritage TV before this started, and I did hear Marlon from Southview Coys say that we're, if we win versus Arsenal. He did say if we win. Everyone's saying he already said we're going to win the league, but he said if we get a result at Arsenal, then he can begin to start thinking that. And honestly, I feel like we're going to go there and get the win. I just feel it. I just feel we're going to go to the Emirates, get the win. Hasn't happened since what, 2010? But what else hasn't happened since 2017? Beating Manchester United at home? Ange Postecoglou is the breaker of curses. Ange Postecoglou is the one to lead us down this new path. And honestly, everywhere we're headed so far, I think everybody likes it, as far as I can tell. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like everybody likes it. Whoa, the chat just refreshed and now I'm way behind, so apologies. 160 of y'all in the house, 102 likes. Thank you so much to the 7 of y'all who did like the video to help us get over 102, and shout out to 102 who did like the video. Shout out to the 99 of y'all that participated in the poll. Let me know your man of the match is 54%, says Richarlison and Kulusevski. I mean, I gotta say, he didn't do the pigeon dance yesterday, but that's because there was no time. There was no time to do the pigeon dance. Shamu, correct. He got the assist from the corner and played the pass to Richie, who gave it to Kulusevski boy. And the Croatian flag there is, I believe, love there for Ivan Perisic. Captain Grandma says, when Kulu scored, I knocked over a candle so my house burnt down. I've now rented a room with a nice lady called Kate, who has a spare room because her husband left for work in Germany. Whoa, you cheeky Captain Grandma. I know what you're referring to. Now, I saw the tweet, and honestly, I thought about starring it. I thought about bringing it up and talking about it, but you know what? As a grown man who's married, I ain't going to talk about another man's marriage. That's just me. I don't want to. I'm shameless in a lot of ways, but while I'm upset with Harry Kane for what he said about us, I, as a grown man who's married, have a wife, I will respect another grown man and his wife and say, you know what? No comment. I'm at no comment right now. Now, if he keeps wanting to shit on us, or if he says, Jacob, you're a bitch, I might change my tune. But he doesn't know me, so it's not likely. So I don't want to speak on his marriage thing. I did see the tweet, though, the information coming out that Kate's going to stay behind and while Kane's in Germany. But that's just me. I am shameless in a lot of areas, but marriage-wise, I don't want to wish any ill will to that man in his life because he's got a bunch of beautiful kids. They don't need that drama. Ravi, there's a question. I will star that. Zapur, ref ran out of yellow cards. That's why he didn't give another. Oh my God, I don't want to. The vibes are getting immaculate, Zapur. Now I'm thinking about the ref. Question from Chris Peters, got that starred. Ryman's son, big up Jacob. Happy Sunday, big up Ryman's son. Paul Brown, just enjoy the waves as the bad days will inevitably return. Come on, you Spurs, just enjoy. Again, this is something else I do want to say. While I am high and mighty, my wetness levels are at a tsunami wave height. But I do know I am a realist here. And I do know for a fact, right, that what goes up must come down at some point. Now, whether it's later, whether it's next week or it's next month or it's the next following calendar year. Either way, I'm going to enjoy this thing because my expectations have always remained the same in regards to what I wanted to see this season, which was a revitalized, a rejuvenated squad under ANGE POSTECOGLOU with new philosophy and ethos, a pathway to the first team from the academy. All these things are happening. I'm a very happy man, if you can't tell. Not just because I try to keep I try to keep the vibes immaculate, but because everyone's flying high right now. How can we not as Spurs fans? Big upside dancer. Hi, Jacob. Big upside dancer. The AFTs are laughing at us for celebrating so hard after the win. I want to hate, but kind of have to agree. What do you think? Come on, you Spurs. Ryman, son, what I will say is exactly what ANGE POSTECOGLOU says. And now this is a perfect segue, Ryman, son. I didn't even plan it this way, but you perfectly timed this chat 7 minutes ago to hit right now while I have this quote. ANGE POSTECOGLOU's response to being asked if Spurs fans should temper their expectations. Now, here's what the big boss man said. So, again, if I'm coming on here telling you what is because the big boss man, ANGE POSTECOGLOU, has said it so himself. Now, ANGE's response goes as such, quote, no, no, no. Let them go. Let them enjoy. I already fucked up that quote. Wow. Let me take a drink of coffee real quick. Shout out Hydration Nation. Pause for the cause one time. Let me cool my throat because I can't even read right now. There we go. So the quote goes, let me fucking start that over. The quote goes, no, 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 let them go. Let them go and enjoy it. My role is not to burst people's bubbles. Let them get excited. Let them get ahead of themselves. That's the beauty of being a supporter. They go through enough pain, mate. You want to let them enjoy it. If they think we're going to be world beaters, then great. That's up to us to match that expectation. Our supporters deserve to have some happiness and enjoy it any way they want to. This is my favorite fucking part of this quote. ANGE, you bastard, I love you so much. Our supporters deserve to have some happiness and enjoy it any way they want to. Come on now. Look at that, man. Come on now. Look at that, man. I don't care what no AFTV Dingle Bob has to say about shit, Ryman, son. That's what I think. When my manager talk, I listen. And he tell me that line I have highlighted right there, I can enjoy it any way I fucking want to. No Spurs fan, no Arsenal fan, no other human being on this earth can tell me or you or Sally next door how they can feel as a fan. You can enjoy it as much as you want to. Do it. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Dip your toe in the ANGE POSTECOGLOU pool. Find out just how fun it is. Come on, talk to me nicely. Big up, Kate. We just hit an hour on the stream. Hello, everybody who's here. An hour into the show. If you're live, there's 150 of y'all live. We have 109 likes. Absolutely amazing. Immaculate stuff from those of you in the chat hitting them likes up. 109. Shout out to 109 of yous. And 103 have hit their vote. Over half of y'all are saying Richie and Kulusevsky as the man of the match in BDE. I will reveal mine at the end, though. Don't you worry. Just Say No advertising campaign in the 80s, early 90s. Now crazy in football. More than madness. Money, money, money for the game. Money, money, money. Hasper says we overplayed it so much. The passes in the final third, if that, I think you might have said that when I was talking about that. Or maybe I'm overplaying my fandom, Hasper. I don't know what you're referring to. But if you're regarding to how we play in the final half versus some of those teams when we are overpassing it, I definitely agree with you. We need to be more clinical and more direct with our thought processes. Instead of like trying to find the openings, we need to create those openings. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me nicely. Dry Rose Peanut in the house. We need to ban all dyeing of hair. And Domblé Sanchez and Blondie Richie was holding us back. Look at Mason Mount. He dyed his hair. Now he ain't even playing anymore. Funny that. Anthony, no comment. Boxing Kangaroo. Peak physical fitness will be the major player for all of us as there are plenty of games to come where we have to fight to the whistle blows, makes for exciting season. Absolutely, Bucks and Kangaroo. But what I will say, another reason why I'm so confident going to Arsenal next week, and why I'm saying it with my chest, my heart, my head, and my balls, is because they have to play. They just played today, and they will play in a couple of days versus PSV in the Champions League. Arguably the second runner-up, who should be getting second in that group, the hardest competition of that group. Now, if they rest their players, remains to be seen. But what I will say is they're going to be playing, so their focus now turns to PSV. Our focus has already been turned to them. We celebrated the win. Today starts our planning for them. We're done with the win. We've already moved on as a club. Now, as a fan, I haven't moved on. I'm going to celebrate just a little bit longer. But what I'm saying is, I'm very excited for next week. I think it all falls into our hands perfectly. Absolutely. Jacob, maybe it's the silver, not gray, ready to blend in with the FA Cup. Oh, my God. I'm not talking about the gray hair anymore, y'all. Come on. Help me out. I don't want to talk about it. It's coming in, man. It's coming in. It's inevitable. Mike Wilcox. Oh, wait. Kate says, Richarlison has aerial ability, whereas Son does not. What does that got to do with anything? Are you talking about for the low block, like sending crosses into the box? Sure. We saw some crosses sent into the box today or yesterday. And one of them, I would say, Son probably could have got to if that was Richarlison in that position. But again, who do I trust to get into those positions to even receive that service? Is Son more than Richarlison? But you know what? I at least like that we have a different thing, right? Because if what we have isn't working, i.e. Son through the middle on that low block, right? We switched it up to something different, and that did work. So now we have two options where this works in this instance, this works in this instance. It's all good. It's all good things, in my opinion. Mike Wilcox, big up Mike in the chat. New name, I believe. I don't know if I've seen you here before. Big up, Mike. Says, I thought Sheffield played pretty well. They're stubborn defenders and sharp on the counter. I think people are underrating them. What I will say, Mike Wilcox, I definitely underrated them going into the match. Every prediction I made was like 3-1, 4-1, like a goal fest, an opening of such. And you know what? To their credit, they haven't won. Granted, they've had some fierce competition, but they haven't lost by more than one goal. So by no means are they a pushover or are they an open team like I was hoping they would be, or I was at least hoping we'd open them up that way. I don't know what Beerus and Zamasu. I don't know what that is. Gray hair in your face. It pops up in different places. I know it does. I don't want any more gray hairs. Next couple weeks will be huge. Liverpool and Arsenal aren't playing great, but are winning, which is a sign of a good team. I believe it, though. Of course. I love that everyone's doing that. Boxing Kangaroo says, I love that clip. I did, too. It's a great clip. Zapur, big up Zapur. Let me star that. Again, question. If you do want to get a question in, not want to super chat, do it that way. It's the easiest way for me to see it. It's the consensus anyway. Bissouma danced. Oh, he danced all over the place. As I said, in Decky we trust. Caveman, you are here. Hold me accountable. Hold me tenderly and hold me accountable, Caveman. Because you did say, you have been saying to trust in Decky. I believe you commented on one of the other videos as well yesterday and said, what did I tell you, Jacob? So good. I love it. Keep the pressure on me. I hope Kulusevski and Richarlison continue to mud me for saying I just don't think that they got that thing. But you know what? They showed yesterday they got a little bit of something. I need to put some respect on their name. Maybe I need to talk to them nicer. I don't know. Chris Peters says we broke one hoodoo and it was manager of the month. Yep, absolutely. Also, the fact that we haven't beat United since 2017 at home, that's one as well I would throw out there. Daniela Zito. Good evening, Jake. Or good evening. Come on, you Spurs. We will beat some next week. Brr, brr. Oh, you got the pigeon with a brace. I don't know if that's what you're trying to tell me with them emojis. Big up Ben Kaufman in the house. Says hello. Big up Ben Kaufman. How you doing? Dry Rose Peanut. How good was the decision to put Ainge, to put Kulu through the center? That's elite game management. Oh, that was actually something I didn't remember to bring up, but that I do want to talk about. A lot of fans, a lot of people on YouTube have been going through the work saying, move Kulu into the midfield. Let's let Brennan Johnson start out there. Maybe we drop Papa Matisar. I did see some lineups coming out today from people on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, that were talking about putting Kulu in for Papa Matisar and letting him run that role, because defensively he wins a lot of his duels, even as a right winger, ground duels specifically, winning the ball back for us in previous matches. He does do that. Shout out Sean from Spurs Talk Show for that. He's always keeping it 100 on the ground duels by Kulusevski. But my point being is, a lot of people have been talking about that, and we all said, well, we haven't seen it yet. That's at least what I was saying. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know. It might be too risky. But Ange Postecoglou risked it for the biscuit, and he got a really good result out of it. So how can we complain? But Dry Roast Peanut, this is what some fans were saying. Put him through the middle. Let's see it. But I was like, if a manager ain't done it, then clearly they don't think of what we're thinking about the same thing in Kulusevski. But we did see it yesterday. Maybe it's the change of the tides. Jayco, some pundits are saying none of our players are good enough to get on the Arsenal squad. Let them sleep. I always say this: while they sleep, we eat. And that's just the bottom line. Dyer watching it while the others celebrated was hilarious. I didn't see him celebrating with the squad at all. What a lad. Just like I saw some clip of Clement Longley on the bench when Aston Villa were going all crazy, and someone said he misses Tottenham because he just sat there on the bench looking sad. I bet Eric Dyer feel real sad right now. I'm so upset that he made that was the first time he made it into the 20. I forgot it's no longer an 18, it's a 20 because of the 2 extra subs. Now you get 2 extra bench spots. So it's not an 18, and in the past I've been saying he hasn't been close to the 18. It's actually the 20. But yeah, he was on the bench yesterday, the motherfucker. But it's okay. He didn't touch the field. That's all I care about in the end. I'd rather see Ashley Phillips on the bench personally, and I stand by that. Have a gray hair conversation with Hotspur Hippie. He's got you beat. Yeah, he does, but he's also got more experiences than me, so take that for what you will. Arsenal celebrates after every game like they won their Champions League final. Jim says, Jacob, if we lose to the Gooners in Liverpool, what Arteta and Klopp are years into their project, Ainge is 8 weeks in it. It's all about building a strong, young, great team over the next 2 to 3 windows. Absolutely, Jim. I would say at least 3 windows, 3 more windows. I said 4 in total, and we've had 1. But let's see 3 more, and then where we're at. That might be someplace none of us expected. Talk to me nicely. Let me just. This chat keeps updating, and y'all are absolutely killing it in the chat tonight. I love it. I love to see it. 114 votes. Shout out to the 114. Shout out to everyone who's hit a vote as well. Joe Hong says Woolwich fans are extra whack. I agree. Ainge talking to me nicely. Don't we love that? My favorite part of the quote was, "They've been through enough pain, mate." Yeah, that is a part of the quote too. That is a part of the quote too. They go through enough pain. You want to let them enjoy it. Wow. Yeah, he did. He's spitting though. Hey, he's spitting. I see no lies. No lies detected. Swim Master, big up in the house. The fans really liked Martin Y'all. I think Ainge is going to take it to a whole new level with fans. He's already taken me to a whole. I'm on a new level. He already took me there. I'm sitting nice. Man of the match, number 21. His name is Kulusevski. His name 21. I'm trying to think of the tune right now. I love Abba Abba. Gimme a ginger from Sweden. Wilton says, money, money. OJ's great song. Money, money. Yes. Watched Arsenal last week and this morning. They're awful, dude. They're a terrible side. And they play in a couple days, and we're just chilling. We're waiting for them now. Big up Danielle Zito. Everyone loving on Kulusevski because he got that goal. I did like seeing him when he got moved into the middle there. Wonder what Ainge is cooking. The chef is cooking indeed, though. I can't wait to do some preview matches. This is going to be such a fun week, y'all. We got Arsenal coming up. I know for a fact we're going to do well. We're going to surprise them. They're sleeping on us. I've been telling them. Everyone says all this, that, and the other. And I've been saying, just fucking wait till we bring it to you. Wait till we put it at your doorstep and we say, ding dong, hello, motherfucker. We're here. We're ready to fight outside in the street, the front yard, your living room, wherever you want it, son, you can get it. Like Rihanna said, if you want it, you can get it. Nah, 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 nah. Wait, was that Rihanna? I think that was Rihanna. Either way, message remains. You can get it if you really want it. And they're going to find out next weekend. The Woolwich scum. Yes, they will. Jarvis Peanut says, why has Bukayo Saka never missed a match? I heard he's never even missed a day of school. Nerd. What a nerd. Chris Peters. Yeah, but they do turn up in the North London Derby, especially if we're playing at the Emirates. I don't give a fuck. Fuck the Emirates, man. I ain't worried about no Emirates. All them loser-ass fans. They don't even know what position Kai Havertz plays. They're so bad. They're lucky that they have Declan Rice holding them up and not propelling them. He's just merely holding them up. And I think Arteta is a joke of a manager. I think he's losing the locker room. I absolutely do. Well, you know, maybe I'm biased. I don't know. No worries, Archibald. Big up. I second a lot of what you're saying. Jacob, if you've supported the club as long as I have, 60 years, then gray and silver is the norm. Big up, Wilton. I don't want to go gray just yet, man. I'm only 30. I'm only going to be 33. I'm 32. I can't have this gray yet. Always seem to play first North London Derby at their ground. I'm just glad that they're spaced apart and not both of the matches are back-to-back almost like they were last season. Felt like it was just not good time for us last season to be playing them. But this season, I ain't talking about yesterday. Yesterday's price is a different price. Sonny was genuinely happy for Richie yesterday. What a beautiful human being. I got another little thing on that too. Obviously, y'all read that. This is another quote that came out last night after the ANGE POSTECOGLOU moistening quote. Hyungmin's son came out, said, seeing Richarlison score felt better than me scoring. Richarlison has had difficulties since last week, and I've been thinking about how I could help him. He's a talented friend, and it was unfortunate that he was blaming himself due to bad luck and other reasons. I know how it feels as I've experienced the similar difficult times. So I hope he can show a stronger side and grow after today's game. And then if you remember the clips that were all coming out after the end of the match, he took Richarlison by the literal scruff of his shirt, drug his ass in front of the South Stand, and we celebrated. And you know what? Fucking enjoy it, boys. Enjoy it. Don't let the rivals say you're celebrating too much. Well, my response to that, first of all, our father, ANGE POSTECOGLOU, said, go ahead and have fun. And secondly, that kind of win. Now, if we had won 2-1 and it was within the 90 minutes, it wouldn't have felt like yesterday. Yesterday was, we're 98 minutes into this match and we're about to lose. And we didn't. We won. Absolutely insane. This is the year of breaking hoodoos, Chris Peters. No fingers crossed. We get your fists up. This is the year, man. I'm still fucking fired up, bro. I'm so fired up. Okay, I do remember this. Be kind to pigeons. I do remember that you talking about this on your channel. You better be nice when Richarlison's coming to town. I was gonna say Santa Claus, but that didn't work out. I'm confused, Chris Peter. Ange plays 4-2-3-1. Big up John Fitzpatrick in the house. Let's see, anyone else in here chiming in? Team McWilliam, that's a new name. Big up Team McWilliam. Hope you're doing well. Says Dyer ran on and celebrated for sure. I didn't see it. You might be right. I'm really easy triggered when I see the erectile dysfunction name. Excuse me, the Eric Dyer name, the ED. I am a little biased. I am a little worn out with the man, so to speak. So I am a little quick to jump on and just say I didn't see it, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen just because I didn't see it. So thank you, Team McWilliam. I always want people to keep me honest, keep me abreast. Barry Shuttleworth, hi Jacob. Please consider doing Spurs watch-alongs. You know what? All right, tomorrow's show, I'm gonna do a poll. And the poll is going to be, should I do a watch along for this Arsenal match? I've been pumping my chest. I've been, because I know we're going to fucking win. We're going to go in there. We're going to win. But see, that's the thing. It's not going to be immaculate. I'm already got the blood flowing through me right now because I just can't fucking wait. A week from today, we will be playing Arsenal. Now, I will need to get my wife's permission first and foremost, but if y'all want to see an Arsenal watch, again, there's so many channels live doing watch-alongs. It's just, it seems like, you know, another fish in a big ass pond. But I was thinking, I've been talking a lot of shit. I've been pretty shameless about Tottenham beating Arsenal. Maybe I should put my face on the line while it happens live. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I will. Y'all let me know in the chat, or let me know tomorrow when I do that poll. Maybe I'll do a poll right now. There's still 150 of y'all. 115 votes. I think it's pretty clear that 56% of y'all say Richie. I'm going to end that poll right now. I'm going to end that poll right now. I'm going to start a new one. Should I do a watch along for the Arsenal match? Yes, no, and you're lame. No, I'm just playing. I'm not going to put that. Yes, and I'm going to put no, and then I'm going to put yes, no, and then I'm going to put, what should I put? Yes, because you got a big mouth. How about that? There you go. There's the new poll. Hit me in the poll. Let me know what you know. Let me know what you know. Am I talking too much? Do I got that big mouth? I need to put my face on the line and do it. Are y'all going to tune in? Y'all just going to tell me to do it and y'all ain't even going to be here or what? Let's see what happens with that poll while I catch up on these chat. Oh, it just refreshed again. Oh, y'all are killing me. Killing me so lovingly with hearts and shit. Come on now. Talk to me nicely. Gooners think they're going to give us a real beating. They're in for a surprise. Chris Peters, Ainge is like a therapist. No, he's like a father. It's more important than my therapist. He's my father. Kulu after-match interview was interesting. Just shows how important mental attitude is in the change room amongst players. Stay calm and play how you've been told. Self-belief. And again, even with Antonio Conte, Kulusevski came out and said, I like putting in the work. Part of the thing, I enjoy putting in hard work. So, I like that. Again, I've always left the door open for him and Richarlison. Just big up Jake Kismet as well. Bless up, Jacob. What's it like being with the big boys? Beat Arsenal next week and do us all a favor. Don't you worry, I will. Or not I will, but we will. Ding dong, Avon calling. Good one. That's a throwback. Best bit about Kulu's goals, he took it on his right foot. The man has been practicing using his right. Maybe he heard us all. Maybe he heard us bashing him saying, use your right foot, damn it. I do think Arsenal will be a bit worried, and so will the fans. The Ainge train is picking up the momentum, and they are scraping through games. They're barely making it through those, man. Another record broken, and that's without Kane, the latest comeback in history. Talk to me nicely. Spurs, I want to see Spurs go in none of this crap holding back. No, we're gonna tear their ass up. Don't you worry about that. I hope Ainge leaves Dyer at home before going to the Emirates. I hope so too. I'd rather Phillips be on the bench personally. Jake Kismet, losing stars such as Kane and Coutinho are sometimes a blessing in disguise for some clubs. Big up, Jake Kismet. Absolutely spot on. You got to turn a page at some point, and I'm just glad we're doing it, and it's looking like the next pages are sexy as hell. Kind of, very delectable. Son, my captain, says Chris Peters. Scott says, frustrating to see Sonny lie. He is better than that. Scott. Oh, Scott, you cracked me up. John Bostich, that's a new name. Hello, John. What a great team we have. Big up, John Bostich. Anyone new in the chat who came over from Football Heritage who are still here, first of all, shout out to you because appreciate you just hanging out with us tonight and getting to know the channel and myself a little bit. The vibes will always be immaculate. Hit that subscribe. Let me know where you're tuning in from if you're comfortable sharing that information. But big up, John. I like to say good morning, good evening, or afternoon, depending if I know or not. Son grabbing Richie like a cat, like his, yep. So get your ass over there. Come on now. Jacob, you should get that Spurs Nike shirt Son has on. Yep, I want to. I want to. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to ask for my birthday. If I'm going to ask for the new FIFA or some shirts off DHgate. But I tried to convince my wife my birthday's in a few months and DHgate's going to take several months to get here, so we should order it now, but you know, guess I shouldn't order it anyway. Big up Jacob, man. Oh, big up Daniel Field. I'll give Foster some credit too. He did most of the pushing at Richie. I didn't see that part. Maybe I missed a lot of the post-game scenes. I don't know. I think Sonny might be one of the nicest people on the planet. Talk to me nicely, says Jim. I think he is, absolutely. But also, I do want to say, this made me think about something. I was thinking about it during the match. I remember, Jim, I'm not saying your wife specifically, Jim, but I'm saying I remember there was a time when people were telling me that Sonny's not a Captain Material kind of guy. They all said Sonny's not Captain Material. He's not vocal enough, yada, yada. Every single match this year, he's been very vocal, visibly vocal, and that's through the TV. So Sonny's the nicest, but also he's a very vocal leader. Like people thought that he wasn't, but look, guess what? Tiger has stripes. You didn't know. You had to find out. Vicario running up to celebrate the other end of the pitch was brilliant. Big up, Daniel. I like that too. Yeah, and then he ran back really fast too. He's a crazy bastard, that Vicario. I love him. I absolutely love him. Jacob watch along settings, says Ravi. Let's see where we're at in the poll. Oh, the poll is hidden because it says that never a foul and their viewers are joining. What is this? Is this my birthday? What's going on here? How come I'm getting 2 redirects in the same day from 2 absolutely huge channels? What a humbling matter. But let me see real quick. The vote. Should I do a watch along for the Arsenal match? 76% says yes. 19% says yes because you got a big mouth. And 5% says no. Big up to everybody tuning in from the Never a Foul Raid. Shout out if you're here for a short time or a long time. Please hit that like. I interact with the chat. I'm going to say what's up to y'all. But I have a poll going. I've been putting it on my chest saying Arsenal are in for a rude awakening next week, a week from today. I've said, hang on, let me go full screen so I can say this and y'all can see my face when I say it and you know I ain't lying. Next week, when Tottenham go to the Emirates, I've said this on multiple channels. You can check the Football Terrace. You can check Henry Wright TV. Any big channel that wants to have me, I'll say it there. Full screen. I don't give a fuck. When Tottenham go to the Emirates a week from today, we aren't losing. I guarantee that. But big shout out to Kaz, Mo, Daps, the boys over there, and Never a Foul. Always showing love. Blessing me like it's my birthday. Damn, I don't know what I did to have such nice friends on YouTube, but damn, I feel pretty blessed. So appreciate y'all coming over. Again, if you're here for a short time or a long time, hit that like and subscribe if you don't mind, or don't. It's all up to you. You can do what you want to do, but shout out to the 3 people who just hit that subscribe button. Shout out to the 3 of y'all. I appreciate y'all doing that. Showing some love to a Spurs channel that just only tries to bring immaculate vibes. So shout out to the over 270 of y'all in the house. Big ups, and I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all having a great fucking Sunday. And if you're in Australia down under, I hope you're having a great Monday start to your week. But again, I'm feeling blessed on a Sunday. Big up Football Heritage TV and Never a Foul. Blessing such a humble channel, says myself. Appreciate that. Big up Barry. Says, cheers, Jacob. I'll be voting. Let's see. Danny Reese in the house says, yeah, do it. Y'all saying do the watch along. Who says because I got a big mouth? I want to know who's saying I got a big mouth right now. Who said that? Who said I got a big mouth? Let's see. It's 19% of y'all still saying I got a big mouth, so I got to do the watch along. Maybe y'all are right. Do the show, Jacob. Bring the kangaroo burgers and beer. Boxing kangaroo, there's a lot of people here now, and I don't want them thinking I support kangaroos being eaten. Now, if you do, that's all good. Again, just like hitting a like and subscribe, it is up to you to live the life you want to live. Although I would encourage you to love a kangaroo. Love one, hold one, maybe from a distance, because I hear they're dangerous. But you know what? Love a kangaroo, hit a like, hit a subscribe, or don't. It's all your choice. Live the life you want to live. Invite an Arsenal supporter to the watch along, Zapur. I don't know if I want to do that. I've never done a Spurs watch along on the channel. So I am asking, if you are new here, you could just say yes because I got a big mouth. Again, check the tape. I'll say it wherever. Yesterday on Football Terrace, I said it. The day before that, on Henry Wright TV, I said it. I'm saying it here. I've said it here for a few times. And I said this before yesterday's dub that we were going to do it. I have no doubt we're going to do it. Jacob, how old is Ainge? I think he's like 55 or something like that. This is the easiest poll option ever. I don't know what you picked, Scott. I'd probably no. Did you pick no, Scott? Tell me the truth. Bobby K, yes, because you got a big mouth. Well, there we go. There's one person I know. 20% says yes because you got a big mouth. I do got a big mouth, damn it. But you know what they say? Everything's bigger in Texas. Talk to me nicely. Big up. Please, Arsenal could barely handle Everton. Dan Juma. That man, Dan Juma. I thought he was going to do something for me. Mark Cavill says Spurs 3, Woolwich 1. Boxing Kangaroos tuning in from Australia. Big up. Big up Bardistas. Bardistas? I never know how to say your name, but big up, man. Or woman. Appreciate you tapping in with the Never a Foul raid. Again, thank you to Kaz and the boys over there. For your birthday, Jacob, I will get you some hair dye, my friend. We're done talking about my gray hairs, bro. We're not going to talk about my gray hairs no more. Please. We're done talking about my gray hairs. I'm going to wait and see if they do the same November, December deal on FIFA's main menus where you can upgrade to the newest game for a fraction of the price. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Big up Zapur. That analogy is better than you know. It's because the tiger is Korea's national animal. Well, there you go. I didn't even mean to stumble upon that analogy, and I did. Are you going to be on Egal's channel for the North London Derby preview, says Ozon. I don't know. I just met Egal technically for the first time on Staffy TV's channel. So shout out Staffy TV for helping us link up. I did tune into his channel earlier and say, like, big up. Happy to have him on here. Happy to go on there, whatever you want to do. Pyramid scheme. Football is a humbler. Ain't for us, though. Ain't for Tottenham. Come on. Ain't, maybe for United. Maybe for Chelsea. Talk to me nicely. It's my birthday today. Hey, happy birthday, Jay Kismet. Liverpool fan, but always here showing the love. Happy birthday, my friend. More year, more life, more blessings. I hope you were fresh today, my friend. Keep it up. Young Min, Mother Teresa. Kai Bake says, what up, y'all? What a win for us. I think we learned that Richie and Perisic can be used as a battering ram for low block formations. Sonny Solomon Johnson for the high pressing teams. Kai, this is a very good point, and something I was talking about way earlier on in the show, that I think the fact that we have a tool that works for this and a tool that works for that, i.e. high pressing teams, and then also low block teams that want to be stubborn for 90 minutes. Now we have a tool that can do both things. Now, am I getting over the top with Richarlison? Maybe he's not yet the finished product tool that we need to break down low block teams. But if he can come in the 80th minute and get in a goal and an assist, who am I to say that he can't do it? I don't like to put young men into boxes and say, this is what you can do, this is what you can't do. You are a human. Yeah, the impossible is possible. I'm a Texan from America who supports Tottenham Hotspur. Anything is fucking possible. Never a Foul's blessing me. Anything is possible, y'all. Big up Philip Bidwell coming over from the Never a Foul raid. Jacob, I'm calling Van de Veen and Romero Van Rommers. Big up Toon Trev. Big up Sean Hurl. Hi from Scotland. Hello, Sean. Hope you're doing well. Big up Never a Foul. Show Jacob some love. Hey, appreciate that. You've already shown me some love. I'm feeling too blessed to be stressed, and you've only added into the immaculate vibe. So big up. Zapur said that I said you have a big mouth out of love. I appreciate that. As long as it's with love. Yeah, you can banter me all you want, but banter me with love. That's what I say. Banter everybody with love. Let them know you love them, and then tell them they're a piece of shit. How about that? Jay Kismet, bro, you're a top guy. It's all blessed. Press the like, people. Appreciate that, Jay. You're here a lot, man. I'm going to make you a mod. Just so people know that, hey, you all right, man. It's not just Spurs supporters who could be mods on the channel. Jay, I hope you don't mind. I made you a mod just now. If you don't want to be a mod, let me know. I just made you one because you're here always showing the love. And happy birthday. Hansi G, how good was Brennan Johnson's non-goal? He was into the box so fast. Plus, what a finished talent, speed, and so young. Honestly, I kind of mentioned it earlier, Hansi G. Maybe you weren't here, but I did say I liked everything I saw from him. He has a propensity when he's driving with the ball and it gets plucked from the defender or the midfielder. I can't remember who it was exactly, but he had the ball, they plucked it from him, and he did what I liked from Solomon, what he did as well, which was when you have the ball and then it gets plucked away and it becomes a 50-50 ball now, they stuck with it, had the drive, the desire to get forward again with the ball and retain possession. I love to see that in the opponent's half. So I liked what I saw from Brennan Johnson. The goal, absolutely class. What we're getting from this guy anyways, the pace, his ability to finish on that regardless of being offside. I liked the confidence because he had some passing options, but he took the shot on, beat the keeper, something I hadn't seen him do this international break for Wales. So honestly, Brennan Johnson, talk to me nicely indeed. Big up chat, Spurs fan. You're gonna eat your words. Arsenal will win 3-1. Facts. Big up Mag Gunner for life. Mag Gunner. Big up. I don't know how to say your name, my friend. Big up. Glad you're here. Appreciate the banter. Hopefully I'll have some Arsenal folks on after y'all play your match versus PSV, but don't you worry. I hope you tune back in a week from today. If I do this watch along, which y'all might force me to do a watch along, 63 votes, 76% says yes, 17% says yes, but because you got a big mouth. But it's from love, apparently. Where are the best tacos in El Paso? Whew. That's hard to say, man. There's a place in Central. I'm on the west side. I don't know about what's going on over there on the east side of El Paso, but on the west side here, Chico's Tacos, Taco Tote, Abuelas, they're all great places to get some tacos, my friend. Big up Jamie. Get Ange's substitutions and never stop attitude. The players have now the Ferguson-esque. I don't know about Ferguson-esque, Jamie Get, but hey, Big Daddy Postecoglu said we can celebrate any way that we want, so let's have a good time. Philip Bidwell, you had the football gods on your side Saturday when you done smash and grab against Sheffield. I will tell you this, it was not the football gods, it was ANGE Postecoglu. But again, I tell the rival fans, keep sleeping on us, sleep on us while we keep eating. You sleeping, we eating. And guess what? We're going to be the hungrier dog on Saturday because we're used to how we eating now. And again, I will say this. Sheffield United showed us our first true test of a team willing to sit back on the low block and just defend. It said, bring it on to us, what you're going to do. And admittedly, we weren't the greatest on the day. We were figuring things out. But you know what? At the end of the day, all that matters is the 3 points. We got them. There was, I mean, a 98th minute, 95 minutes gone by, and we're losing. The faith was dwindling, my friend. I will be honest. I'm not going to lie on here. I'm not ever going to get up here and lie. I may be biased. I may see things through a Tottenham Hotspur lens, but the faith was dwindling, and we got that goal. But honestly, when we got that goal that equalized, I said, no, we still have 7 more minutes at least. We're going to go out there and get him. We got it done like 2 minutes later, I believe it was. Let me check the numbers real quick before I keep talking out my ass. Yeah, we scored in the 98th minute and then scored again in the 100th minute. So 2 minutes later. What a beast. Angels 58, says the Boxing Kangaroo. Big up Corey Boy in the house. Jacob got BME. I don't know what that means. Angels 58. Yeah, I'll give that man a hug. Don't you worry about that. 100% went with the big mouth option. Never would say no. I want more Jacob on YouTube. Not less, says Scott M. And Scott M is a hard critic. So if Scott M is saying he wants more of me, and he's a guy who says a lot of things that we don't agree with, but this I hope you can agree with. 100% with the big mouth option. I do got a big mouth. I do talk a lot. You know what I mean? I get up here, I talk a lot, but that's okay. It keeps my family from running away from listening to me talk about this because at least I get it out of my system, right? Corey Boy, well, I guess Angel Ball is still the way. It is absolutely the way. Jacob, you've got it in your soul, and I'm with you. Come on, you Spurs. Let's not be sensible. Okay, so you're saying to let loose. Let's not be sensible. I'm fine with that as well. Corey Boy, gotta love Madison's piss taking out of the Sheffield after that second goal went in. Yo, James Madison's antics, so to speak. Oh, sorry. Do y'all hear that? You hear this dog? You hear this dog? He's dreaming right now, but he's like barking. He's asleep. He's barking. You see him? He's twitching and he's barking. What's going on here? Big up, never a foul every single time. Yep, happy birthday, Jay Kismet. Yes, Jacob, because you have a massive mouth. Love it. It's not a North London derby. It's a North London versus South London, says Mark. There you go, Mark. Bring in the vibes. I appreciate that. We should have got a pin, too. Daniel, I haven't talked too much about this. I did lightly talk about it. But, yeah, the penalty versus Brentford, week 1. And I have the footage, but I'm a little afraid. I do have the footage, but I'm a little afraid of, like, the whole copyright thing. But since it's on Twitter, maybe it'll be all right. But I'm watching it now. Sonny grazes the man's foot with his trailing foot. And this one, the Sheffield United defender kicks James Madison in the Achilles. Look, here, real quick. Boom, kicked him. Boom, he kicked him. What are we doing about it? Nothing. Nothing. That ref was absolutely atrocious yesterday. This is a good time to share this, though. So, shout out Cody Mack. He made a good point about the North London Derby. Said, this is the perfect time to play Arsenal. No one will jump off a cliff if we lose. It's a free hit early in his tenure. Now, what Cody doesn't say in this tweet is that if we go on to win, what does that mean for his tenure? What does that mean for his fans? Because I agree, even if we don't get the result, the worst part about it is that I'm going to be in the mud. But the next great part about it is that we've faced a test that now we will be stronger because of. Now, that's not me making excuses for a prediction I'm so boldly stating already at this juncture, but I absolutely agree with this. And I wanted to know what y'all think as a chat, Tottenham fans specifically. If we lose versus Arsenal, we're all still happy with what we're doing, right? As long as we go out playing the game, the kind of ball that we've been playing, I think everyone's going to be absolutely still fine with ANGE POSTECOGLOU. It ain't going to be like Chelsea, where everyone's saying Pochettino out. But you know what? May be seen, I guess. Big up Rob Oy in the house. Chris Peter says North London Derby's at 2 p.m. UK time. What time is that game in Texas? Well, let's look, my friend, because if it's at 5:30 a.m., no, I'm not going to do a watch along at 5:30 a.m. It's at 7 a.m. 7 in the morning for me is when the North London Derby is. So I don't know. Maybe. Big up, Mac Gunner. Son of a Gun says, ours has been very unimpressive so far. Stop Chartinelli and Slaha, and they are Osaka. I think that's what you meant. And they are nothing. Their defense isn't great either. 2-goal win for us, says Son of a Gun. I like that. Let's move it along here in the chat. Let me see what else y'all are saying here. Big up Ridwan in the house. Yo, Jacob, it's Rylex from Lagos, Nigeria. How's it going, man? Big up. How you doing? Happy to see you here. Happy Sunday evening, I believe it would be for you in Nigeria. What about midnight, 1 a.m., somewhere around there? Hope you're doing well. Good evening, sir. BME is big mouth energy. Oh, okay. Maybe I do have that. Yeah, this dog, he's barking, man. He's barking. Need to get on the same way. Yep, my bad, Jemmy. A lot going on over here on the behind the scenes, so I'm trying to keep up, man. But y'all killing me tonight in the chat. You're absolutely killing it. It looks like I'm gonna have to try and convince my wife to let me do a watch along in a week's time. But it is at 7 in the morning, so I might be able to get away with it. And Chewy was just reliving the Spurs comeback, got the twitch happening like all of us. Ooh, I'll tell you what a way to bring us back into Ange ball. Now, something that I did want to point out when I was watching all the other matches from around the league, and any rival fans correct me if I'm wrong here in saying this, but I really thought that every single squad didn't look like their exact self this week. I really felt like City, they had to come back from behind to win. Liverpool came back from behind to win. Spurs came back from behind to win. Arsenal looked like shit but got the dub. Chelsea looked like Chelsea and got 0-0 versus the Bournemouth. I felt like everyone played like they had just came back from a 2-week international break. And that's why I hate international breaks. Especially if they're for lame shit, like qualifiers and friendlies. I don't give a shit about that. Why are we stopping the greatest league in the world for that? But I don't know. But any rival fans, tell me if y'all thought the same thing. I thought everybody was quite not themselves for most of those matches, but as you can see, quality will get the job done even when you don't look great against the opposition. Arsenal didn't look good. Arsenal did not look good against Everton, a bottom-feeding club right now. We didn't look great against Sheffield United, a recently promoted, arguably bottom-feeding club right now. So, it's interesting. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it just looked like to me that a lot of clubs seemed like they were still trying to figure out getting back into the groove of the Premier League. Maybe that's why these results weren't necessarily what a lot of fans were expecting. Will ain't gonna lose you the Spurs. Big up, Mark. Don't know what that means. Comebacks make football what it is, an up and down roller coaster ride full of craziness. That's what I love about this sport. That's why it is the most beautiful sport in the world, because anything is possible. It really ain't over till the fat lady sang, a.k.a. the ref with the whistle in his mouth. Philip says, I believe you can get a draw at the Emirates going by the form of both teams. What I will say, Philip, is form kind of goes out the window when it's Arsenal versus Tottenham. But what I will say is the way we have handled ourselves and the way that we play, I think we are clicking, even though we're not at 100%, we're clicking at a higher rate right now than how the rate, I believe. And again, Arsenal fans, if y'all are here, tell me how wrong I am, tell me how stupid I am, etc. But I think for operating, let's put a number at it. Let's say we're operating at 65% Ainge ball right now. 65% Ainge ball is better than whatever the fuck Arteta's doing. So that's why I'm so confident going into it. And that's why I think we'll get it. I think we'll get a win. I feel like we'll get a win. I think we'll get a draw. I know we will not lose. I think that's the best way I could say that. Question, video, please. No need to ruin the immaculate vibes, man. Come on. I'm going to star it. I'll bring it up later just because them's the rules. Son of a gun, stop talking about us possibly losing to scum. Positive vibes, man. Positive vibes. Kelly's Hero, greatest film. Son of a gun, what I will say is I've gone on every bigger again, I'm limited and as far as how many eyes come here. Now, whenever goats such as Never a Foul or goats such as Sava from Football Heritage TV, whenever they redirect, they do put more eyes over here. But on the regular, I can only speak to the exposure I have. But yesterday I had a chance to speak in front of, I think, like 7,000 people on the Football Terrace. About triple the amount of people who are on right now were watching Henry Wright when I made my bold claim that we'll go into the Emirates and get a result. But you know what? I stand by what I said. And again, maybe that's why I need to do the watch along. Put my face where my mouth is, so to speak. The energy at the stadium was something else. Truly amazing fans. My God, it was exhilarating. Big up Ellie, you were there. Shout out Nick Collison. Shout out Sean. I know they were at the game too. Question, no video, not for Arsenal or Liverpool. Yeah, I don't want to show them that video. Come on. They don't want to see that. Big up Jake. Question, do you think Johnson should replace Kulu on the right wing? Oh, wait. Let me star that. There's a few more questions. Again, like this, hit a Q and a dash. It's a free way to get, not a super chat, but I will ask your question if you put a Q in there. I'll star it and I'll ask it. We're coming up on that section of the show anyway. So big shout out to everybody who has logged in to episode number 53 here. We are not ending yet. I still have a few more things to go over, and then I'll answer the questions I have starred that y'all have so graciously waited for. And I also want to say special thank you to the 142 of you who have liked the video so far. That means a lot to me, and it helps the channel tremendously. It's absolutely free. I equate it as this. You hit the like, you participate in the poll, which in the poll, I will never ask you, have you liked the video? Have you subscribed? I think that's kind of uncreative. I did have a really more creative poll going before I started the watch along poll, which was your man of the match, BDE, etc. I will always try and ask, how do you feel or how do you think about something in the poll, rather than saying, here's a yes or no question. I know it is kind of ironic because there's literally a yes or no fucking question in there right now, but you get what I'm saying. But that's free beer. Grab the free beer on the way into the party. All it does is make the party better. Costs you absolutely nothing. Spurs fans do it. Rival fans do it. And I would hope that you would as well. But you don't have to. Live the life you want to live. That's how I feel about it at the end of the day. You don't have to do shit. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to hit the like. I hope you do. Mike, let the league sleep on us. Arsenal aren't ready. Big up, Mike. I agree with this. While they keep sleeping, let us keep eating, my friend. Ridwan Burr, I'm 17, not a sir. Okay, young man. It's okay, Ridwan. Sorry I said sir. Ridwan Alasupo. Good evening, though. You are not a sir, but sirs in America, if I say sir, it's a sign of respect, not necessarily of age. But I won't call you a sir, don't worry. Not to ruin your mood, Jacob, but we have another weeks of internationals after loot. Are you fucking serious? I didn't even realize that. Let me see. Luton, oh my God. You're right. You're right, Woodsy TV. You did ruin my mood. So maybe now, Alan Bennett, I'll play the clip for you. The clip I hate playing, but nonetheless, this loser is still at Spurs, and so until he leaves, I have to show the video.
And you guys never win anything, right? No. Right? Yeah. And you guys never win anything, right? No. Right? Yeah. And you guys
played it twice because it's so nice. That guy was on our bench yesterday, and he wasn't even able to ruin our day. Fucking loser. Big up Jacob and Chewy, says Craig the Gecko, man. Big up, Craig. Chewy is there sleeping. He's been working hard the entire shift. Don't you worry. He gets on my nerves. Eric Dyer, yeah, he gets on my nerves too. Suggestion, take your family for a weekend in New York. Do the watch along at 9 a.m. Eastern, and then you have the weekend to celebrate our 4-2 win. Now, I don't have the funds necessarily to pack my entire family up and go out to New York. Now, if I did, that would be something to be cool and do, or potentially go to a match and do it there. That'd be absolutely sick. But you know what? I love it, Warren B. You're always here showing support. Appreciate that. Son of a gun, you watching us at 7 a.m. is like me watching the Dolphins soon at 1:20 a.m. Both worth it to see them win. I don't know where the NFL the scores are right now. I missed the Cowboys game. I don't even know if they won or lost. My phone is dead. There's something iPhone. I don't know if anyone else has this fucking problem, but if you have an iPhone, like the charger in my phone, like the butthole of it is all fucked. I don't know if it's too loose or what, but like I plug it in and it won't charge. I have to like finagle it a perfect way, and I got pissed off last night. I smashed my charger out of anger because I couldn't get it to charge. So I don't know what's going on with the NFL. Sorry. Portuguese. I don't know what you're saying. Portuguese cunt. And that's what you're saying. Cal, wait until he sees the international break in November as well. Are you fucking kidding me, Cal? 6th, 11th, and then 14 days later. Wow. Isn't that lovely? At least December we have a bunch of games. Damn. Damn, man. Damn. Dude, the way you diss Dyer right now, it's kind of funny. It's gotten to a point of being funny, Ridwan. I'll tell you that much. It's funny now because he's a loser and he doesn't even get on the field anymore. So it is funny. But at the time, it was not, because I'm like, bro, you start. You're literally a staple in the 11. And you're going in front of the public face and saying, we don't lose, we never win anything. You're acting like one of them dumb people on Twitter. God, makes me so mad. Bro, you play for the fucking club. Do something about it. Just like Harry Kane talking about the mentality. Bro, you were a leader. I'm sorry, I'm not going to talk about Harry Kane. Never had a single issue with Samsung, says Zapur. Yeah, but come on. iPhone's the way to go. I'm lazy. 120 is in 2 hours time, hasn't even started yet. I guess Dolphins are the late night one. Roy says night Jacob, one love, see you soon. Big up, Roy, appreciate you being here. Hit that like before you go to bed if you don't mind, but big up, we probably already hit that like. You're a major supporter. Cowboys are up 24-10, says Howie. Okay, very nice. Chris Peters, that's why we were playing 7 games in December, because of the international breaks. Let's see, I'm going to share this so we can look at this together, who we play in December. We do have a bunch of games. We have 7. We play City on, okay, and then West Ham, and then Newcastle. This is at the Etihad. We're going to win that. Fuck it. I'm feeling good. We're going to win that. Fuck it. We're going to win that. We're going to win that. We're going to win that. We might draw that. And then we're going to win that. So it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a good month. Merry Christmas, motherfuckers. That's what I'm going to say. It's going to be a good month. And then we open the... Is there another break? Why isn't there a match January? What? Is there another? So there's 3 more international breaks. November. Wait. October, there's an international break. November, there's an international break. And then in January, another one? 2? Man, what's going on? I hate this. I'm so over these international breaks, bro. Jesus Christ. John DV, that's a new name in the chat. Big up, John. Your iPhone charging slot might be clogged with dust. Get a pin and clean it out. I have done that a few times. I also got this little brush that I get up in there and finger bang it with, and it just doesn't work. I hate it, man. I need to take it somewhere to get fixed, I think. But my phone's dead as hell. iPhones are the way to go. I'm lazy. I have no idea what that means. Basically, because it like airdrops with my computer, I can fucking call, text, all from my computer and my phone. And iMessages are fun. You can do fun stuff. Winter break just recently introduced that. This is getting ridiculous. I don't like it. January, yeah, is the major break. FA and League Cup in January. Euros are next year. I don't care. I want to see Tottenham. We'll have an FA Cup game early in January, I'm sure. Oh, okay. So that makes up for that first little break in January then. Wait, other way. This way. Okay. Okay, y'all corrected me here. I'm freaking out for no reason. Sorry. I'm freaking out. January breaks are for FA Cup weeks, aren't they? Yep, I think y'all are right. Ridwan says, how do you see how sloppy Son was at some positions? It's a bit concerning. What I will say is he's not sloppy. At the left wing when we saw him all season, Richarlison was just unable to finish any key passes that Son played into him. Son, as a left winger, could have more assists out there than Solomon did on his first start when he got 2, but that's because he had Son at the end of those passes. So that's why Solomon got those 2 assists there at the left wing, and Son, honestly, at the left wing has done exactly what Solomon has done. Just the guy at the end of the pass didn't finish. If he did finish, then he would have assists over there. But unfortunately, Richarlison was unable to. So I'm not too concerned about Son and his positioning. Now, what I will say about yesterday in Son was he was not nearly involved in the match at all as much as he should have been. Now, he tried to, and he was doing some good things here and there, but just not enough. Now, again, this is the thing against these low block teams. We might find that Richarlison's better suited in these instances, whereas Arsenal, Liverpool, these teams that want to come fight us in the parking lot, those are going to be the matches where I want to see Son still at that number 9 position, getting in behind those lines personally. That's how I feel about it. But again, whatever ANGE POSTECOGLOU chooses, I'm going to be trusting of that. Because like I always say, I drink out of my ANGE POSTECOGLOU mug every single day. That's Papa Bear for you, Papa POSTECOGLOU. Also got another cup that says number 1 dad, and that's for ANGE POSTECOGLOU as well. Chris Peters, can you replace the phone's butthole? I don't... Wait, you can replace the phone butthole. So there we go. I might have to pay to get a new butthole on my iPhone. Maybe. Cal says, yeah, after November, they're done until March. I don't want to see no more of this. I'd be curious to see Richie at left wing and Son at striker, says Steady as Shark. Yeah, I mean, Richie got the assist. He calmly played it to Richarlison there for the game winner, so maybe that is something we got to look at. I don't know. But let me get through these questions. Let me make sure before I do that, I didn't have any more bookmarks I really, really wanted to get to. Oh, yeah, last thing I want to talk about before I do sign off here. Let me share this tab real quick. Bada bing, bada boom. So I saw this tweet from at whoever the fuck, I don't know who that is. Special mention for Pierre-Emile Højbjerg for his unwavering professionalism and dedication to the team, even after getting reduced game time. His contributions to the team over the last few years have been invaluable, and he is always seen giving his all, despite not fitting in the current system. It is indeed truly commendable. His positive attitude and work ethic serve as a shining example of what it means to be a team player. You have my respect. Now, obviously, we were goalless. Emerson Royale came on for an injured Pedro Porro. At the same time, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg came on for Mickey van de Veen. And then 3 minutes later, we score. Do we need to be putting some more respect on Pierre-Emile Højbjerg's name? Do we need to put some more respect in the fact that this man has been linked with other clubs? Everyone said he doesn't fit in the system and he doesn't work. Now, Ellie, I don't know if you're still listening, but this is something I was wondering how you see it too, because I know you will come to the defense of Højbjerg at any moment. And honestly, yesterday was yet another example of when it's perfectly fair to come into Højbjerg's defense, because I've said all along that I would love to keep Højbjerg this season if he came in off the bench and helped us in instances in which we were starting to fall off. And you know what? He done it again. Mama, that man done it again. So I really just think I'm appreciative. I want to take a moment as well to say I appreciate you, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. I appreciate you, because while many of us know that you're not good enough to the level we're trying to get to, we are still in a transitional period in which we need on the field people who are going to go and put it all out there on the line. And Højbjerg's continually been a servant to this club in that manner. He's always put his body on the line for the badge. And honestly, For that, I give him a lot of respect. But I give him more respect now because, quite frankly, this man was linked away. He wanted to go away. He's not starting. But anytime he comes on and from the sidelines, I've never seen him be a little whiny baby, be a little whiny boy like this guy.
And you guys never win anything.
I'm not going to let it play out, but you know who I'm talking about. Now, some people came on here and said Højbjerg needs some milk. He may need some milk. But at the same time, I just feel like we got to put a little bit of respect out there for the man. He's done all right in the little bit that we've got from him. And I've always said I want him to be coming off the bench, that he's not a total shit player like everyone says. But you know what? He doesn't need to be a starter, and that's okay. Chris Peters says, yeah, he is adapting to Ainge ball. Ridwan says, if we eventually get Gallagher, how well is he going to fit into the Ainge system? Well, I don't think we're getting Gallagher anytime soon. He was a captain today for Chelsea. First, he was trying to be gone. Then he got the regular starting position. Now he's their captain. Interesting to see how things change. Zapur says, well, he's being a professional. I respect that, but I'm not going to go goo-goo gaga over him. I don't think it's goo-goo, or at least I hope I don't appear to be coming off goo-goo gaga, because I'm not gushing over the guy being like, he can work himself back into this 11. No, James Maddison is the truth. Basuma is him. He's always been him. And Papa Matasar is growing into being that guy. And he adds so much to the locker room, Papa Matasar. He adds so much to the pitch. You know, but he's still growing into the final product. Now, I feel like we know what the final product is of Højbjerg. But again, like Chris Peters says here, Højbjerg is an impact player in the system, and he's a model professional. He's handled himself as a model professional, and I appreciate that. Jim, YouTube chat member, says, great show, Jacob. Thanks, mate. Coys, come on, you Spurs. Big up, Jim. Appreciate you tuning in. We will be wrapping up the show here shortly. There are still 200 of y'all in the house. Let's get those likes up if we can. 3 likes away from 150. If there's 3 of y'all to hit that like, I would be absolutely appreciative of that. And then also shout out to the 1 person who subscribed. So that means we are up 4 subscribers this show. So big up to the 4 people who have subscribed, the new subscribers to the channel. Welcome. Welcome to the United Spurs of America family. Beer Talk, a little late, I know. It sounds like you have compressed pocket lint in the charging port. Get a wooden or plastic toothpick and knock it. Maybe I'll try digging around there again tonight. Maybe I need to dig up in there a little bit more. Swimmaster says, Højbjerg is a warrior, definitely worth being in our squad. Probably not the first choice now like he used to be, but definitely a valuable squad player. I agree with that. Gallagher isn't coming to Spurs. He never wanted to. I agree. Ellie, here we go. Queen Ellie Højbjerg, I do not have to defend him, Jacob. He is a Viking, and he's never been a whining baby. And you know what? You're absolutely spot on. Hey, shout out. There's another person who just subscribed. There you go. Thank you very much for that new subscriber. It's 202 of y'all in the house. I hope that all of y'all have subscribed, and shout out to the ones who have. Caliver, captain of a sinking ship. Big up, Dub Shaman. Not you, but that tweet might be giving him too much love. I don't know. Interesting. Yeah, you know, I don't want to go over the top. I think this tweet, at least the way that I read it, it sounds like, you know, he's just giving a couple of reasons why he gets, you know, he getting respect. And I appreciated it. That's why it started. We just hit 2 hours. Wow. We hit 2 hours again. And I'm going solo. 2 hours of just Jacob talking. Wow. Absolutely not Martin Scorsese level of product, but you know what? I'm glad y'all are here. 151 likes. Thank you so much to those of y'all who smashed that like for me, helping us get over 150. Appreciate the 150 of y'all who have liked the video as well. 79 votes as well, saying yes to do a watch along. 8% says no. So, well, there we go. I don't know. I'm glad you're honest. I'm glad you said no. If you don't want me to do it, I'm glad you said no. Just be careful of the metal connections. Good point. Paul Brown, man of the match, Basuma. He got my... So, okay. Wait, I have one of the questions starred that actually has it. But just a girl who loves Spurs is the one who asked it. So let me get to it real quick before I read it. Ellie's chat says, Højbjerg, I love his commitment as a good footballer with intelligence, and he'll play a different role, but nonetheless effective. Yes, Ellie. Walk with your head held high. Let me get to just a girl who loves Spurs question that I had starred. Says, question, who is your man of the match? My man of the match, I have to give it to Richarlison. I know some people are going to say he only played for a short amount of time, but I got to give it to Richarlison. The man came in, got the goal, the equalized, and got the assist to win. How can I not choose him? He got a goal and an assist, and those were the two difference makers in that entire match. But my BDE of the match is going to be Yves Bissouma, because I thought that the entirety of the match, he was amazing. He could have had the goal. He was on our side, winning the ball in the middle of the park, turning on a dime, sending defenders and midfielders left and right. He was absolutely phenomenal. I love Yves Bissouma in this setup. He's been absolutely tremendous for us. Arguably one of those guys that if he goes down, our team looks entirely different. James Maddison, Yves Bissouma, if either one of them go down, our squad looks so different. Big up Ellie coming in with the super sticker. Hello. Let's see what it is. It is a rainbow. It is a rainbow sticker. Big up Ellie. Ice cream so good. Yum, yum. I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. Kate says, I gave it to Kulu, but everyone on Sav's panel disagreed with me tonight. I wouldn't have given it to Kulu personally. He did get the game-winning goal, which is great. I give it to Richarlison because, like I mentioned, he got the equalizer header. Yes, it was a header off a set piece, but you know what? I just think he did it, right? If he heads that over the bar, we're all talking shit. We're all saying same old fucking Richarlison. This is what we knew he's gonna do, etc., etc. My point is why I chose him as man of the match. He came in and he didn't do that. He did exactly what we hoped he would do, which was score a damn goal, and he did that, and I love to see it. 8% are Arsenal fans. Let's be real, says the poor. No, I got some haters out there. They probably just don't want to see me shine. Howie's man of the match is Kulu. Let me know your man of the match and BDE of the match in the chat, and I will read it out. Let's see. But that's my man of the match and BDE. Kate, I hope that answers your question. Thank you for starting that. I'll run through these questions before we end off the show here. We are over 2 hours, so I will be wrapping up shortly. Rich, question, is Van de Ven getting overlooked? Thought he was immense, cleaning up everything. Look, at the 2 hour mark, Chewy's done. Every show at the 2 hour mark, Chewy is done. Chewy, the show ain't over yet, bud. Get back on set. Oh, I'm just playing, Chewy. You can fuck off. I don't care. Rich, Van de Ven's definitely not getting overlooked from my eyes, at least. Oh, look, what a showman. He got back in bed. What a guy. Look at him. There he goes. I'm not overlooking him. I think statistically no one can overlook him. He is he's absolutely immense. I mean, we barely talk about our back line anymore, and he's crucial to that. Him, Romero have been absolutely crucial, vital, pivotal, whatever fucking words you can come up with. The guy's absolutely phenomenal. Young man, absolutely slotted in. I hope no one's overlooking him. But again, let them sleep. While they sleep, we eat. Big up, Rich. That comment was from like an hour and a half ago. Jacob, why do you have gray hair so young, mate? It's because y'all be coming in here teasing me about my gray hair, and now all of a sudden I got more of them. All right? It's because of you, Jim. No, it's not. I'm just playing. I don't know. It's because I'm stressed the fuck out. Life's been hard on me in my 32 years. It's been really hard on me, but things are getting better. Joe Hong, question to Sun Doubters as captain. How do you think he has done so far? Serious question. I'm interested to see. I didn't see any response to this in the chat. Joe, I know you asked this about an hour and 20 minutes ago. I'll answer it. I'm not a Sun Doubter. I was the person who said he should be captain. He is Heung-min daddy, Heung-min Hung. He is the one. He's the chosen one. He's everything. So I've never doubted him, especially as a captain. But how I think he's done so far is as great as he could do. He has been as great as he can be as our captain. I think he links all the pieces together in the locker room. I think the leadership group we have now with Christian Romero and James Maddison is absolutely immense to that as well. But he's also a very vocal leader, something I think a lot of people doubted in him. Question here from Ravi. Did you see more energy in later stages in the game to clinch this win? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they came off the bench. That energy definitely came off the bench very late in the game, Ravi, and that's how we got the win. Was Perisic, Ugodi, sticking with it. Højbjerg was in there as well. I think he had one of the passes leading up to the game winner. So absolutely, from the bench, that energy is what we need. That is what we need. Impact subs off of the bench. Let's see a few chats coming in here. Ellie says, the rainbow was for our team as they gave us all joy. Like when you see a rainbow in the sky. Isn't that lovely, Ellie? Thank you for that. Man of the match, BD is Bissouma, and BDE is Vicario, says Chris Peters. I like those choices. Bissouma is man of the match and BDE for Ellie. I like that. Yeah, Chewy. Chewy. Poro, watch his feet on the ball. I get shut down. Yeah, he's good with the ball at his feet. That's for sure, Nita. Zapur, you persuaded me. I'll give man of the match to Richie too. To do what he did under the immense pressure to get his own, to do what he did under the immense pressure of his own psyche was impressive. BDE goes to Ugodi for being perfect all match. That turnover was fire. Absolutely impressive, that turnover that he got, that one that he grabbed, which also you have to attribute to our high press at that stage in the match. They were high pressing, made that goalie pass it to that defender who then was under the high press again. At that minute in the match, you're tired, you're mentally worn, and Tottenham Hotspur is still fucking pressing you. And so he turned the ball over, passed it, Udogie got it, turned it, boom, hit it. I think Højbjerg, Perisic to Richie to Kulu. Talk to me nicely. Oh my goodness, it was great. Absolutely fantastic. Was a doubter. I think he's doing okay. I think the credit needs to be sharply, evenly with him. Matters and Romero have all stepped up. Oh, okay. There's one of the doubters there for you, Joe. One of the sunny doubters says, I was a doubter, but he's doing okay. Credit needs to be evenly with him and Romero. I don't think it necessarily needs to be evenly. But, you know, hey, it's all everyone's own choice. I can't wait for Jesus to run at Van de Ven and get shut down. Jesus ain't doing shit. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't even going to start. And Nketiah's actual booty cheeks. So neither one of them are doing anything. I'd worry more about Sacco or Chartinelli. But even still, I'm not worried about either personally. Suns captaincy, they're undefeated. What could be bad, says Howie. I agree. Here's a question from Jay Kismet. I'll star that and keep running through the questions here. Dogs are able to tell time through scent. That's why Chewy gets up at 2 hours like clockwork. What a weird man. What a weird little dog. Well, he's actually not a little dog. He's a big dog. I know I'm dreaming, but Camavinga would fit. Bro, Camavinga would fit everybody's system. What Camavinga's... I love that kid. And I love the jokes that go along with it. Van de Ven has loads of Spurs Dutch supporters cheering him on as he drives out of our stadium. They were singing his name and stopped his car from moving for ages, says Ellie. There we go. Boots on the ground, giving us the report there at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. I appreciate that. Next question here is from Chris Peters. Says, question, do you think Ugodi Bissouma... Hey, first of all, Chris, thank you for using his name properly on this channel. He is not Udogie on this channel. He is Ugodi. Let's have it right. Talk to me nicely. Do you think Ugodi, Bissouma, and Sarr will try to be poached by other clubs if their progression continues? Depends if we are a selling club or not, anyone. Chris, what I would say is, I hope not, man. I hope not. But again, if a Real Madrid comes knocking for Destiny Ugodi, is he going to turn it down? If Real Madrid comes knocking for either one of any of them, as much as they love us and we love them, are they going to turn that down? Because that's one of those places where kids idolize and they dream of playing there and they want to go there, etc. I would hope that we would never sell any of them to a Premier League team, but if it is a Real Madrid, a Bayern Munich, they are going to come in for him if they offer the money. We're asking, this is when I like Daniel Levy, be a tightwad, ask for way too much money, don't let them go. That's what I hope anyway, man. But big clubs are absolutely, their eyes are already on Destiny Ugodi. Everyone's already looking at him like, yeah, he's not going to be here for much longer. And I hope they're wrong. Bissouma, I hope they're wrong. Papa Matisar, I hope they're wrong. Please don't come take our players. Please. Is what I say. Question, who are you starting forwards against low, mid, and high defensive line? I think for... a low defensive line, I'm gonna say let's see Richarlison. Let's go Son, Richie, and Kulusevski. No, Son, Richie, and Brennan Johnson, because I want Johnson's pace for that low line. Midline, I'm going Solomon, Son, and Brennan Johnson, and then for a high line, I'm going Brennan Johnson, Son, and Kulusevski. There you go. Answer that question, Zapur. Howie Ice, big up Jake question. Do you think Johnson should replace Kulu on the right wing or bring him on later? Brennan showed that he has the speed to burn and impressive skill set. Now, Howie, this is an interesting topic here because of the fact, like, when do you want to utilize this weapon? Do you want it to come on when Kulusevski's worked them the entire match like we saw versus Sheffield? He worked them. I don't know about worked them, but he's working the entire match. He has run the most out of anybody in the Premier League, so he does work the opponents if they are marking him. But do you want that speed off the bench instantly in the start of a match, or do you want it when the opponent's tired? It's kind of horses for courses, I believe. So I think based on our opposition, we should then look at Johnson starting, maybe putting Kulu in the central like we saw late on. Maybe that's what we do for these low block teams. I don't know. But for Arsenal, I think Kulusevski is going to start versus Arsenal, personally. He got the game-winning goal. He worked hard all match. How are you going to bench that guy after that? I don't know. But I think that will be good because Brennan Johnson coming off the bench at that stage in versus Arsenal could be crucial as well. So I like that we have options. I'll put it that way. Jake has Matt question. What will the score be in your next two games versus Arsenal and Liverpool? Hard to say looking ahead, but assuming if we're 100% healthy the entire time, I'm going to say that Arsenal, I'm thinking a 3-2 win at Arsenal. Liverpool, I'm thinking like a 2-1 or a 3-1 win. That's what I'm going to say, Jay. I know you don't like that because one of it's Liverpool, but nonetheless, that's how I feel. Y'all, we're about to hit 2 hours and 15 minutes. I do want to say big shout out to every single one of you that have chimed in the chat, that have tuned in live, or if you're watching this back on playback, good evening. Thank you for watching a Martin Scorsese length film. 2 hours and 15 minutes here on episode number 53, but what a win it was indeed. I do want to say a special thank you to everybody who did hit that like. A special thank you to those of you who partook in the polls. I'm going to end this poll here about the watch along. If I add up the yes percentages, that is 93% that says yes to do it. So if the love is to be heard louder than the hate, I guess I got to do a watch along next week versus Arsenal, so I might have to do that. Again, I got to ask the wife and make sure that I'm good to go, but you know how it is. Any married folks out there, y'all know how it is. Anywho, I do want to also say thank you to Sava from Football Heritage TV. Hit me with that first redirect of the day. And then special again, thank you to Kaz, Dabs, and Mo from Never a Foul. Shout out to the people who came over from Never a Foul, who stayed here from Never a Foul. I appreciate you. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Lost 2 subscribers since the last time I mentioned. So, that's cool. Again, live the life you want to live. If you do want to unsubscribe, go ahead. 2 people have. No problemo there. Live the life you want to live, my friend. But again, 156 of y'all have liked the video, so not much to be upset about there. And then, something I do like to do, I want to see if we got any dislikes here. No dislikes yet. Wow, 3 videos with no dislikes yet. I wonder where those 4 people who be disliking the live streams are. But you know what? Shout out to the lovers, not the haters. I do want to say again, thank you so much to Elvis G, who's double dipped tonight. Not in the queso, not in the salsa, but double dip by being a YouTube member, YouTube chat member, and also hitting us with a super chat, the first super chat of the day. And then also thank you so much to Queen Ellie Hoybier with the rainbow super sticker, saying it's just as beautiful to see as a rainbow when Tottenham Hotspur do that. So big ups to the 2 of you for doing that. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. You're smart, you're loyal, and thank you for being here. While I do sign this show off, I am going to be looking to see if there's another beautiful content creator I can send you over to, just to continue the love, continue the immaculate vibes. If I send you somewhere, just know that I trust them with you, and I trust that they will keep continuing to bring the immaculate vibes. I see Sarcasm City TV is still live. They got a Q&A over there. So I'm going to send y'all on over there. It's a great place. Sarcasm City, Flawless was a top lad. So go on over there, say USA Raid when this show ends. But again, thank you so much to every single one of you tuning in to episode 53 of the Untitled series here on United Spurs of America. I hope you have a great, blessed rest of your day. I hope you continue to have many blessings this entire week. And for all the Arsenal fans out there, we'll see your ass next week. I might be doing a watch along, it looks like. So stay tuned for that. And again, if you haven't hit the like or you don't want to hit the like, it's all good. I would encourage you to do so. Last time I'll say it, but again, 158 likes. What's there to complain about? Y'all are absolutely amazing. I appreciate you so much. So as always, folks, I'm going to sign you off. But before I do that, I'm going to say, make sure, if you don't mind, try and share this video or any video that you like from the channel. Share the video with your mother, your brother, your cousin, your auntie, your uncle, your sister, your niece, your nephew, your grandma, anybody. Share it with them. Let them know we're here. They want to watch United Spurs of America, and I want to let's keep sharing the love and immaculate vibes. So appreciate y'all tuning in again. What a win. What a win. Got a whole week to enjoy it and look forward to Arsenal. Arsenal got a couple more matches, so big week coming up. So hope to see you here. I will be back tomorrow and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, and then probably back again. So hope to see y'all throughout the week. But until I see y'all again, stay blessed, stay fresh, up the lads, and come on, you Spurs. Course.
United Spurs of America, with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.